Batesville, where tonight the 5A East Conference champion and third-ranked Valley View Blazers hope to cap off a history-making season by going 10-0 for their first perfect regular season since 2019. Hello, everyone. I'm Randy Myers, and the Blazers will be a heavy favorite tonight against a baseball team that comes into tonight's game with only 2 wins to its credit. Not the last time Valley View played in this stadium 2 years ago. It was also a heavy favorite at the time in similar circumstances, yet the Blazers stubbed their toes and lost 16-7. Last week, Valley View got its first serious test of the season and won a gut-check game against crosstown rival Nettleton, 28-20. That game marked the first time all season that Valley View starters played a full 4 quarters, as well as the first time that the Blazers had been tied by an opponent. But at the end of the night, the View stood alone atop the 5A East with another conference crown, its 3rd consecutive league title, and its 5th in the past 7 seasons. Our pregame coverage of Blazer football on News Talk 102.1 is brought to you by First National Bank, where they put you first always. We have much to get to between now and our 7 o'clock kickoff, including our interview with Coach Sean Cockrell, our pregame visit. We'll have that conversation for you after this time out on the EAD Sports Network.
Crown Trophy in Jonesboro knows what it means to be a champion. Whether it's celebrating the big win or recognizing hard-earned achievements, they've got you covered. From custom trophies and plaques to medals and awards, Crown Trophy will help you honor the moments that matter. Crown Trophy is proud to support our local high school athletics because building champions starts right here in our community. Visit Crown Trophy on Southwest Drive in Jonesboro or on Facebook. Crown Trophy, celebrate your victories with us.
Your specialty print and ship store is the Safe Ship Store in Jonesboro. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your shipping and printing needs, and they'll always give you the best customer service and highest quality product for the absolute lowest prices in town. So, when you need something packed and shipped, or when you need printed products, call the Safe Ship Store. Come in today to see all they have to offer. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship Store, 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, 870-333-5068.
Attention athletes and coaches, if you or your players have suffered a concussion or other sports-related injury, hyperbaric oxygen treatments have shown to improve incredible results for athletes in all sports. Arkansas Progressive Medicine now offers the hyperbaric oxygen treatment at their office in Jonesboro. Call Arkansas Progressive Medicine to find out more about this groundbreaking treatment. 520-6007. Arkansas Progressive Medicine on Matthews on the Medical Mile, 520-6007.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them. Happy winging from Wings to Go.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
All right. The Blazer football. I'm Randy Myers, joined now by Valley View head football coach Sean Cockrell as the Blazers get set to close out the regular season tonight against the Batesville Pioneers. First of all, Coach, another quick rewind to last week, and for the first time all season, you got pushed for 4 quarters, but still came out with a W in the end against a very good Nettleton team.
Yeah, and we knew it going in that it was going to be that, and I think really good for us to kind of have some adversity and to get pushed and make our kids play a whole game. We haven't done that in a while. And they played hard, and they had a great game plan and found some things that we were struggling at. And we had 2 turnovers that we normally don't have that kind of kept them in the game early. But just found a way to win. I was super proud of our kids. I told them that's what real football's about. Normally you don't turbo clock everybody. So it was a great game for us, and I think what we needed, and hopefully we'll respond this week.
And with the playoffs looming, next week, this was probably a good time for you to get a test like that.
Yeah, you want it now. You don't want it in the playoffs. I think you look back to a couple years ago at Batesville when they beat us. You kind of got a taste of it, and then I think we don't beat Farmington if we don't have that. I think that we needed that. I think this game is something we needed this year.
As you and I talked about in the postgame last week, there were 2 or 3 moments in this game, in last week's game, that were gut check moments, and I thought you answered every one of those, particularly the 2 times where Drew Gartman had to leave the game at least temporarily with an injury, and those were scary moments for everybody on the Blazer side of the stadium.
Yeah, no, the first one, he landed on the ball, so we knew he was going to be all right, and the second one was the knee, and it kind of brought us to attention, like, hey, we've got to get those backup guys more reps and be ready to go if something does happen to him. But there were some gut check moments. We turned it over. We gave them the ball on the 30 going in, and the defense stopped them again. They had it on the goal line, forced a fumble, those kind of things. And I thought defense played really well. Offense, like I said, you take away the 2 turnovers, pretty good game for them as well.
You had to play this game. You've been a little bit beat up the last couple of weeks or so, and you had to play this game without 3 starters. There were 2 guys that I would be remiss if we didn't point out the performance of Carter Wallace, who ordinarily starts on the defensive side of the ball at the safety spot, but because of the injury to Anthony Feliz, you started him on offense at running back, and I thought you got just a blue blue ribbon response from him with 90 yards rushing on 14 carries, and just couldn't say enough about his performance.
Yeah,
one of the most productive running back performances you've had all year.
Yeah, for sure, and some really tough runs. And we didn't open the playbook for him. Just he had a few runs that we really worked on that week, and we used Trent Dunham a lot. We used Randy Eusebio some in certain packages just to kind of keep it off. And it shows how big Anthony is. We use 3 different running backs to take care of one guy that can do all those things. But I'm really proud of Carter. I mean, we knew obviously he was a great running back in junior high, but, he started at safety, like you said, and has had a great year. But thank goodness that Daniel Richardson and Ricky Moffitt are playing well in the back end, that we could even move him over there and feel confident about it.
And then on the other side of the ball, you were without, I believe it was Rylan McNamee, who was out with injury. And so Ryder Rutledge stepped in to start in his position. Ryder's a guy that's played a lot this year, but still to respond the way he did in his first start with 15 tackles, 2 TFLs, I mean, just another great response from a young man stepping up.
Yeah, he's been playing outside a lot. So we moved him to inside, moved Ryan Mitchell to the outside, and Ryan's been playing better. And so Ryder had a heck of a game, and if you can go from inside to outside, that really helps us. And McNamee's going to be back this week, so Ryder's going back to outside. And it's a lot different playing inside and outside. And so for him to do what he did, we talk about a lot. They like to run away from Jade Taylor. Everybody does.
Sure.
And so it forces those other guys to make plays, and he stepped up and he did.
All right, let's turn our attention on tonight's opponent. You head over into Independence County to do battle with the Batesville Pioneers. This is a very similar scenario to what we saw 2 years ago when you went to Batesville and kind of stubbed your toe a little bit in the last game of the season. The only difference really is, just like then, you had already wrapped up the conference championship in the 1 seed. Really, the big difference tonight is you're playing for a perfect season, an unbeaten season.
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday after practice. We talked to the team, and I told them, I said, I've been doing this for 25 years, and as a player, even that, and I've only been undefeated 1 time, and that was in 2019. And I said, and those guys left a legacy that you can't take away. And where do you guys want to be? So I think they understand it. I don't think we've had a letdown game. I think Nettleton was a tough game, but something we needed. But I think if we play well and we come out and we're focused, I think we'll take care of business.
Batesville has had a tough season, only 2 wins, but they are coming into this game off a win. Got a big victory last week at Greene County Tech.
Yeah, they do some things that scare you. They're huge up front. They go quick out of the huddle. and they move people around, tight ends and wings, and put a lot of people in motion. So getting lined up defensively is going to be tough for us. And then on their defensive side, they bring a lot of people. They play off coverage, so you got to get it out quick. We're going to have to throw and catch, and we're going to have to be really good up front.
This has been an interesting rivalry. Batesville leads the series 6-4. As we mentioned, they won the game over there 2 years ago, 16-7, I think. When they came over here last year, they ran out through a banner that had the score of the previous year's score, or the previous year's game. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they can. And, I read an article that you sent me,
right.
And them talking about, they want to be the ones to only put the L on our record. And they're going to play us hard, and they're going to have a good game plan. And but I do think that, those are things that we'll talk about, and hopefully our kids are ready to play.
One other quick question before we close it out, though. And I know the season's not over yet, obviously, but last week did give you a third straight conference championship, your fifth conference title in the past 7 seasons. Just talk about what that means to the program.
It means a ton. We talked to the seniors. They've only lost 1 conference game in 3 years, and it was to Batesville. So a little more motivation there that you don't want, you want to be able to beat them, and you don't want them to have the 2-1 record against you guys. But just to say that out loud is unbelievable. And we talked about it when we first came in the conference. It was Batesville win every year. We were the ones trying to get to that 4 seed. And I think the tide has turned a little bit, and now we're the one at the top, and everybody's trying to get to us. And it says a lot about our staff, our kids, our administration, everybody, how great of a job they've done. And, I'm just super proud of being a part of it.
Coach, thanks for the chat as always. Good luck tonight against the Pioneers.
Appreciate it, Randy.
And our First National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football continues in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Childhood diabetes, obesity, and thyroid conditions have something in common. The nationally ranked pediatric diabetes and endocrinology team at Arkansas Children's excels at treating them all. In children's developing bodies, hormones affect everything from growth spurts to blood sugar. These physical conditions can impact mental health and self-esteem, which is why the care provided by Arkansas Children's treats the whole child. Learn more at archildrens.org/NEA.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to KavanaughCars.com.
Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas are right on the verge with overwhelming sales, and you'll find them at your Central dealerships, overtaking Memphis and Little Rock. The Central dealerships are leading the way. Central Chevy, Central Buick, Central Toyota, Central Ford, and Central Nissan. Central dealerships are your home of meet or beat pricing, so don't waste your time. Stop into any of the 5 Central dealerships for the best deals of the month, and online at centralcts.com.
Welcome back to Pioneer Stadium here in Batesville. Randy Myers under the headset in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. Continuing with our First National Bank pregame coverage of Blazer football as Valley View is set to take on Batesville tonight in the regular season finale. The Blazers improving to 9-0 overall last week and 6-0 in 5A East League play by fending off Nettleton by a 28-20 count. The Blazers followed the usual formula and jumped on the Raiders early, scoring on their first two possessions and leading 14-0 by the end of the first quarter. But Nettleton kept its composure and managed to tie the game midway through the third quarter. However, the Blazers responded to that tying score when senior quarterback Drew Gartman engineered an impressive 6-play, 71-yard scoring drive for Valley View to reclaim the lead for the night. Drew Bob accounting for 3 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing score. He scored on runs of 6, 14, and 57 yards and also threw a 63-yard touchdown pass to Andrew Jones, finishing the game with 172 rushing yards and 178 passing yards. Batesville picked up only its second win of the season, going on the road to beat Greene County Tech 31-14. Sophomore tailback Ethan Mosier led the Pioneers by rushing for 120 yards and a touchdown. They also got a nice game from their quarterback Cole Bentz, who was 12 of 15 through the air for 96 yards and a touchdown. And they got a 40-yard field goal from their highly touted junior kicker Jackson Elam. The Pioneers are 2-7 on the year, with both of their wins having come against Tech and Peregrine in 5A East Conference play. We'll step aside for a 2-minute timeout and back with more from Batesville after this on the EAB Sports Network.
Urgent Care Plus, now open at 3001 Apache Drive in Jonesboro. Open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day for your convenience. Urgent Care Plus provides everything you need in a standard urgent care, plus a little more. Illness and injuries like deep lacerations, minor fractures, strains, sprains, and new onset low back pain is easily handled by our staff of ER-trained providers. No appointment necessary. NEA Baptist Urgent Care Plus is an urgent care with a little more.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. Now with 2 locations, including JOSM on Main and JOSM on Matthews inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center. And now JOSM is offering a limited number of same-day appointments. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself, shaped into a force that others can't imagine? We are part of something bigger, a force that never quits. You can transform your life. Check us out at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Attention athletes and coaches, if you or your players have suffered a concussion or other sports-related injury, hyperbaric oxygen treatments have shown to improve incredible results for athletes in all sports. Arkansas Progressive Medicine now offers the hyperbaric oxygen treatment at their office in Jonesboro. Call Arkansas Progressive Medicine to find out more about this groundbreaking treatment. 520-6007. Arkansas Progressive Medicine on Matthews on the Medical Mile, 520-6007.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the wall. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, First Choice Farm and Lawn in Brooklyn has a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down and 0% APR for up to 48 months. Stop by First Choice Farm and Lawn in Brooklyn to see what equipment is right for you. Now through September 30th, First Choice Farm and Lawn, 9586 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn. Visit us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
If you work in Mississippi County, you could get up to $50,000 towards a new home thanks to the Work Here, Live Here program. Call Real Estate Nate of Halsey Thrasher Harpole Real Estate Group, 870-261-3927. And Dana Austin of Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation can help you finance. Call 870-762-0930. Fairway NMLS number 2289. Dana Austin NMLS number 144846. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Subject to underwriting approval, other terms and conditions may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Picture this. You're on the field, struggling to keep up as your opponents sprint past you. Or maybe you're on the volleyball court and your reaction time just isn't there. Don't let that be you. At Take One Performance, we specialize in sports performance training for ages 8 and up. Whether you're struggling with speed, agility, or strength, our expert coaches will help you build the mental and physical conditioning you need to dominate. Get explosive, get strong, and get prepared. Visit TakeOnePerformance.com or follow us on Facebook.
Design the golf cart of your dreams with SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro. Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter for SS Custom Carts. And whether you want a golf cart for the greens or a family cart to cruise the neighborhood, SS Custom Carts has your dream cart covered. SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro is your one-stop shop for new golf carts, gently used golf carts, fully customized carts, parts, accessories, and service. Check out SS Custom Carts, 2321 East Matthews in Jonesboro at sscustomcarts.com.
And we welcome you back to Pioneer Stadium here in Batesville, where we are just about set for kickoff for Valley View and Batesville in this 5A East Conference game. It is the regular season finale. Valley View hoping to wrap up their first perfect 10-0 season since the 2019 season. And they'll have to do it, Tyson Leblanc, a little bit short-handed tonight. Of course, still got 3 starters out as they did last week against Nettleton.
Yes, sir, and 3 key starters, that's for sure. We know Anthony Felice is out tonight due to injury, and we know what kind of running back he can be when he's fully healthy. And then you have Noah Wendell and Daniel Cole, and they're 2 big anchors on the offensive line and defensive line. But we expect those guys to be able to go, if needed, next week as we open up the playoffs. First Texarkana. Into a great game here tonight at Old Pioneer Stadium.
We are aware of the fact that we've been experiencing some technical issues, particularly with our audio. We are working on that. Hopefully it may be fixed by now. I'm not sure yet, but we are aware of the fact that I have had some issues and are working on that as we speak. So we're just about set to get this game kicked and underway. Valley View coming in at 9-0 and 6-0 in the 5A East. Batesville's won 2 games, coming off a win last week at Greene County Tech. Valley View trails in this series 6-4, but the Blazers have won 4 of the past 6 in their meetings with Batesville, but stubbed their toe here 2 years ago in very similar circumstances. Batesville's going to get the ball to start the game, and Brody Dix set to tee it up at the 40-yard line for Valley View. Our officiating crew tonight: Brad Davidson is the referee. Tony Davis is the umpire. Eddie Price is the head linesman. Brian Gunnels is the line judge. Stephen Tyler is the side judge. And Eddie Hillis is the field judge. We're just about set to play some tackle football on a Friday night in Independence County. Valley View in their white uniforms with blue numbers and trim, white helmets. Batesville in their home blacks with orange and white numbers and trim. As Dix puts foot into ball, and that'll be fielded. And then mishandled at the 2-yard line. He got it at the 5, but then dropped it. And now the return man spins out of the tackle, still on his feet, running laterally, and caught it about the 12-yard line. So good kick coverage there by the Blazers to start the game. And Batesville will start right about the 10 or 11-yard line, maybe the 12.
Yeah, great job there by the Blazers special teams, and Brody Dix getting that one deep near the end zone. He's really worked on his leg and doing this year, and getting the ball back near the end zone really helps your coverage team on kickoffs.
Junior quarterback Cole Betts will direct the I formation offense for Batesville. He is a 6-foot, 175-pound junior. His starting tailback, Ethan Mosier, rushing for 120 yards last week in their game at Greene County Tech. They will send 2 receivers wide to the left. Now the halfback will motion near side, and we have whistles and flags before the ball is snapped. So that's most likely going to indicate some sort of a pre-snap offense against the offense.
Maybe illegal motion, illegal shift. We'll see.
Waiting the signal. And it is. Valley View's on the back pedal. They signal the penalty was against Batesville, so I'm totally confused there. They moved the ball forward 5 yards. Obviously, the penalty was against Valley View. I guess they were lined up offsides. Moves the ball forward to the 17-yard line and brings up 1st and 5 for the Pioneers. 2 receivers to the left. Motion near side. The ball gets away from the quarterback bench. It's up for grabs, and he falls on it back inside the 5 and covers it up at the 3-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunate miscue there for the Pioneers. Got a positive play there on 1st down off the penalty, but then that snap just sails past the bench, and lucky he's able to fall on top of that one.
So it's now 2nd and about 18 for Batesville from about their 3-yard line. Blazers with an excellent opportunity here to come after them, and I'm sure they'll pin their ears back. I formation. Give it off to the tailback. The tailback breaks a tackle and punches out across the 5, and then he's met and stood up at about the 8-yard line over the right side on the carry by Ethan Mosher.
Yeah, great job there by Ricky Moffitt and R.J. Estrich playing some great run defense there in the Blazers secondary.
Sets up a 3rd and 13 for the Pioneers with the ball at the 9-yard line. It'll be on the right hash.
Yeah, and if you're the Pioneers here on this play, you don't want to go for anything too risky being backed up near your own end zone, but you also want to give your punter, Jackson Elon, a little bit more room to work with.
It's an I formation backfield with 1 receiver split wide to each side. Vince under center, and he's back to throw on play action. Throws it across the middle, finds his receiver for a 1st down out at the 21-yard line. Very well executed play there by Batesville, and they're able to move the chains on a 3rd and long situation.
And I believe that's senior tight end Noah Kelly making the catch there. That 6'2", 205-pound senior. Great start to him for his senior night.
Safety Ricky Moffitt making the tackle for the View, but it moves the chains for Valley View, gives them a fresh set of for Batesville, rather, and gives them a fresh set of downs at the 23. They'll send 2 receivers wide to the near side, the left side. This time the running back is in motion to the near side, coming off the quarterback's right hip. They'll throw it out near side. Pass is complete on the screen pass up to about the 29-yard line on the catch made by Talon Forey.
Yeah, and a quick bubble screen there out here to the near side, able to get a block on Ramsey, the defensive back, but then Daniel Richardson comes up to makes the tackle, who's really played well here in the last couple of weeks for this defense.
2nd and 4 for Batesville from the Pioneer 29-yard line. The ball on the left hash. Batesville moving from right to left. They will send 1 receiver wide to the right. That's Josh Keener. Got a man off to the near side as well as they go back to the I formation. Hand it off to the tailback. He's got some running room over the right side and has the 1st down as he brings it out to about the 35-yard line.
And I believe that was Ethan Moser once again finding a nice gap up in the middle and getting a big play there on 1st down for the Pioneers.
That's the 2nd 1st down of the drive for Batesville. This drive began at their own 12-yard line. Right now they're facing a 1st down at their own 35. Ball just inside the left hash. They'll split 2 receivers off to the right this time. No one to the left. Now 2 receivers will motion right, so you got a flooded field to the right side. And Vince is back to throw, rolling right on the bootleg. Now he spins out of the tackle and gets caught for about a 1-yard loss as the Blazers catch up to him at about the 34.
Yeah, and I believe that's Ryder Wooten there, the junior linebacker coming up to make the hit near the line of scrimmage. Great job by him not to let Vince get too far in the scramble drill.
2nd and 11 for Batesville from their own 34. After the sack made by Ryder Wooten on the 1-yard loss. Ball will be on the right hash. Just underway. This is the first possession of the game with 8:20 remaining in the first period. Pioneers send 2 receivers off to the left this time. Back to the I formation. Tight end with motion right. And they'll give it off to the tailback, Moser. Moser met and gobbled up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like a no-gain situation at best.
Yeah, and that was Wooten once again in there, causing disruption near the backfield. So great defensive play there by the Blazers on 2nd down. And they also get Rylan McNamee back tonight, which should be a big help for that linebacking core.
Got about a half yard after the spot. It's essentially 3rd and just over 10, but less than 11 here for Batesville. The ball just shy of the 35-yard line.
throw. Fires on the run. Catch made for a first down near midfield.
Yeah, some great balls early here from the quarterback, Cole Bench. That time he finds number 5, Camden Klein there. He's also a senior here on senior night, and these Pioneers are throwing the ball great against this talented Blazer secondary.
That was a huge conversion there on 3rd and long. That's twice they've converted on 3rd and long in this drive, and now they have a fresh set of downs at the Valley View 49-yard line. They will send one receiver to the right and left as they go stack eye backfield. Give it off to the fullback this time, the first man through, and he'll punch it forward to about the 45-yard line of Valley View.
Yeah, and Batesville with some great first down runs here early in this one. And when they've had 3rd and long, they've been able to convert. So a solid opening drive for this Pioneer offense.
They'll spot it at the 46. It's 2nd and 7 after a pickup of about 3 for Batesville. Ball remains on the left hash. This will be the 11th play of the drive coming up unofficially. 2 receivers to the near side, no one to the right. Got an H-back to the left as well. Now we have whistles and I believe a timeout taken by Batesville.
Yeah, I believe you are correct.
So that'll pause the action. We'll step aside for 30 seconds with 6:27 to play in the first period. No scores of yet, but Batesville on the move. We'll be back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're not just a bank, we're a part of your community. That's why we're dedicated to being the neighbors who are in your corner right here in Arkansas. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for your future, or managing your everyday finances, Farmers and Merchants Bank has the friendly local knowledge and personalized services to help you reach your goals. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner, supporting the community we all call home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Pioneer Stadium here in Batesville. Timeout taken by the Pioneers. They face a 2nd and 7 from from the Valley View 46-yard line on this first possession of the game. No score as of yet, but Batesville is driving. They'll hand that off to the tailback, and he is close to first down yardage, maybe stopped just a tad shy at the Blazer 40 or 39-yard line.
Yeah, and we talked about some starters being out tonight for the Blazers. One of those is Noah Wendell, who's a very powerful defensive end for the View, able to contain the edge on those runs and also impact the pressure on the quarterback in the backfield. But that's just one player. That's no excuse for this Blazer defense, who's been very good all season.
That is a first down for Batesville, so they've got another fresh set of downs at the Valley View 38-yard line. 2 receivers off to the left. A motion a halfback near side as well. Throw it out, and it's caught for a screen pass. That's going to be a negative yardage situation after the tackle made back at about the 39 or the 38-yard line. It'll set up 2nd and about 12 for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and Rylan Ramsey got back there first for the View. Great reaction by him to get there in the backfield and make the stop.
So it's 2nd and 12 from the 41.
Yeah, and Taylor Settlemore is now letting me know that our audio issues should now be fixed. This great digital cinema students are able to diagnose the issue and fix this up, so we thank them for providing.
Here's Bench rolling right, looking to throw, fires to the sideline. Catch made for a short gain up to about the 36-yard line.
And 3rd and long here, but you got to remember, once Batesville gets around the 35, they're pretty much in field goal range with the kicker they have.
And they've been pretty successful on their 3rd down conversions. They've had converted twice on 3rd and long in this drive. Right now they're facing 3rd and 7 at the 36-yard line. As you mentioned, Tyson, they have one of the best kickers in the state in junior Jackson Elam. He had a 40-yarder last week in their win at Greene County Tech. Right now the ball at the 36-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bentz in the gun. He's going to keep it. Runs left and has about the 30, maybe the 29-yard line, a little bit shy of the first down marker, so that will bring up a 4th and short for Batesville.
Looks like they're going to keep Bentz on the field. Nope, they're going to say first down.
Wow, I didn't think he had the first down.
But the officials say it was, so the drive remains alive as Batesville once again converts on third down.
Yeah, and Batesville really controlling the time of possession here, of course. I mean, they've almost already taken 8 minutes off the clock on one drive.
First down from the 29, hand that off to Mosier. Mosier slips a tackle and then gets belted at about the 26-yard line. And that was the 15th play of the drive, which started at their own 12.
You just haven't seen very many teams been able to run a great offense against the View and have long, sustaining drives like this one. I mean, this is a rare for this year.
Ball will be at the 26 on 2nd and 7 for the Pioneers. What's our clock situation? You can see
Looks
it better
like
than me.
Just under 4 minutes remaining here.
They have eaten up almost all of this first quarter clock. One receiver to each side. Pitch it out, and now it's a flea flicker. They get it back to Bentz. He's going to throw it deep into the end zone. That ball is incomplete. Batesville trying a little razzle-dazzle there that comes up empty, and now they face 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and a little flea flicker there. Great coverage in the back near the end zone by Ricky Moffitt and R.J. Estrich. R.J. just comes up a little short from having his 5th interception of the year, but great discipline there by the Blazers secondary.
So it's 3rd and 7 with the ball at the 26-yard line. Pioneers will come with 3 receivers to the left. Halfback is to the left. The tight end will motion left as well. Bentz rolling near side, sets up, fires downfield. Catch made for a first down at the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and that's just another great pass there by Bentz. He's really had success tonight rolling out to his left, and then his receivers running those hitch or post or out routes down the near side here of the field, and he's been great in 3rd and long so far.
It is a first down for Batesville at the Valley View 16-yard line. Unofficially, this will be the 18th play of the drive coming up. Tight end motions left again, give it off to Mosier, the tailback, and Mosier is inside the 15 and powers his way forward to about the 13-yard line.
And after that first down play, before we get the second down play snapped here, we're going to be under 3 minutes here in the first.
Well, so far, Batesville could not have scripted a better start to this game because they have yet to allow Valley View to touch the ball, and they've eaten up almost all of the first quarter.
Yes, sir, you're certainly correct. I mean, keeping Drew Gartman and that Blazer offense off the field is most likely the best defense for any team.
Receivers go one wide to each side. Mosier motions to the right out of the backfield, give it off to the fullback, and he surges forward for about 2, then gets another yard or 2 on second effort and appears to be down to about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and great job by that fullback, just getting his pads north and south and fighting for every yard he can get to make 3rd down a lot more manageable for this offense.
Brings up a 3rd and about 2.5 for Batesville at the Blazer 9. Here come the Pioneers back to the line of scrimmage. Mosier is the tailback. Bentz goes under center. In the eye, gives it off to Mosier. Mosier running right and then gets stood up and dropped at about the 6-yard line, it would appear.
It's going to be good for a first down.
It will move the chains for Batesville. And this will be play number 21 coming up on this drive. It'll be 1st and goal for Batesville at the 4-yard line.
Just under 2 minutes to go, and it's not common that you see drives of 20 or more plays, especially here in Arkansas high school football.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's happened against Valley View this year. 2 receivers to the left. On 1st and goal from the 4, I formation backfield. Bentz will send one man motioning right. Give that off to the tailback. He's going to be caught from behind as he got back to the line of scrimmage. Looks like a no gain. We'll see what kind of spot they give him.
Yeah, great pursuit there by number 74, sophomore Eli Thornton, shedding his block and then able to make a play near the line of scrimmage for no gain or very little.
Looks like they give him a 1-yard gain to the 3. It's 2nd and goal from there. Inside a minute to play in the first period. offset eye. Hand off to Mosier. Mosier again hit by Thornton, and we'll see where they spot the ball. It appears no gain, possibly a loss.
I think maybe a couple inches on that inside run, but Eli Thornton's really gotten a lot better as this season's went on. You know, the Blazers had a great nose guard last year with Jamarion Sarge Davis, but Eli Thornton's filled those shoes pretty good with a couple of big run stops here on end goal.
It'll be 3rd and goal from just inside the 3 for Batesville. 9 seconds remaining, and now they'll hurry to the line of scrimmage late in the first period. Quarterback sneak appears to have the end zone. And for the first time this year, Valley View is now trailing an opponent as Batesville scores first on a drive that eats up the entire first quarter clock as we await the extra point opportunity for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and we've just seen no offense been able to take the Blazers all the way in the first quarter. I mean, 20-plus plays, great conversions on 3rd down. Like you said, you couldn't have scripted a better drive to start the game if you're the Pioneers.
So now we await Jackson Elam on to boot the extra point kick for the Pioneers. It is up, and it is good. So 1 quarter is in the books. Batesville scores on the final play of the quarter. And at the end of 1, the Pioneers lead Valley View 7-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Have you ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Well, when it comes to your internet service, 1 wrong is already too many. Wrong price, wrong speeds, wrong company. Come on, you deserve better. With Empower Broadband, you get local, affordable, and fast internet that never lets you down. Visit us at empowerbroadband.com or call 870-336-0999 to right the wrongs by choosing your favorite local internet company. Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric.
Start.
Countdown, please.
We are back at Pioneer Stadium where Batesville has used up the entire first quarter clock. And for the first time this season, Valley View now trails an opponent. It is 7-0 after the Pioneers covered 88 yards in 23 plays to begin this game. And they capped it off with a 2-yard quarterback sneak by Cole Bentz. Jackson Elam with the extra point kick. We now await the Pioneer kickoff for Valley View. That ball will go into the end zone, and the touchback, Valley View will start at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and Elam had plenty of air on that one. That would have went out the back of the end zone if it wasn't for Parker King. So 2 great kickers performing kickoff duties here tonight.
So the Blazers will start at the 20 as we see Drew Gartman and the Valley View offense take the field for the first time tonight. Blazers will send 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the near side. Gartman to throw. Juggles the ball a little bit, man, mishandled it as he attempted to throw and decides to tuck and run instead. Gets up to about the 21-yard line. Looked like the ball may have been just kind of, maybe is a little bit slick and came loose in his hands there.
Yeah, I guess so. It looked like when he drew back to try to throw the ball, he just lost control of it. And luckily, he was able to hold on to it and get a positive gain and nothing crazy.
So it's 2nd and 9 from the 21 for Valley View. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Carter Wallace is the running back. He'll get the carry, runs right, and still moving the pile out across the 25 up to about the 26-yard line for Valley View.
Yeah, and I've really been impressed by the sophomore Carter Wallace. These past few games when he's filled in for Anthony Felice, he really gives it everything he's got.
Had a great game last week, rushing for 90 yards in the win against Nettleton. It's 3rd and 4 for Valley View from the 26-yard line. Ball will be on the right hash with 3 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the right. Wallace is on Gartman's left hip as the running back. The give is to Wallace. He has the first down as he powers forward across the 30 and up to about the 33-yard line for the first Blazer first down of the night.
Yeah, and back-to-back inside zones there by the View's offense. Looks like they're not having a problem so far creating holes for Carter Wallace without big man mountain Daniel Cole.
Ball will be at the 34-yard line on first down for the View with 2 receivers to the right and 2 to the near side. Again, it's a give for Carter Wallace. Wallace spins out of a tackle and picks up about 3, maybe 4 there, depending on the spot. Looks like they'll say he's down at the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and if Carter can get us 4 to 5 yards every first down, that's huge because then gives you a chance to have a shot at a big play on second down. If that doesn't work, sets up third and manageable. So huge play on first down.
That's a 5-yard gain. It'll set up 2nd and 5 for the View with 1 receiver wide left and right. Gartman will hand that off to Wallace, and Wallace is very close to the first down marker, maybe a tad shy. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Looks like he might be just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be 3rd and inches for Valley View from the Blazer 44-yard line right between the hashes.
Well, nope, now they're moving the chains.
Yep, it is a first down after all, so the Blazers get the fresh set of downs, and again, it's 1 receiver wide to each side. Got Parker King motioning near side, gets it on the jet sweep, running left. Now he cuts upfield. He's across midfield into Batesville territory, and he has a first down around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, a great outside block there by Laird Cullen, really letting that defender not be able to catch Parker out there on the edge, and a nice gain there on second down as Parker gets the jet sweep and takes it into Pioneer territory.
It'll be spotted at the 41-yard line on the left hash. Blazers with twin receivers off to each side. Gartman in the gun, wants to throw. Got plenty of time. Throws across the middle. Andrew Jones was the intended target, and is that a complete catch?
And that's a catch for Andrew Jones.
So
great
Jones
diving
makes his
effort.
First catch of the night, and it'll be a first down for Valley View at about the 28-yard line. Blazers going quickly off that play. Throw that out the right side to Jones on the screen pass. Jones slips a tackle and is very close to another first down over on that far sideline.
Yeah, great job there by Jones trying to make the defender miss and eventually getting to the outside, picking up a great positive play there on first down.
It's going to be a 2nd and 3 with the ball at the 23-yard line. Cullen to the near side, Jones off to the right for Valley View. Gartman in the gun will hand it off to Carter Wallace. Running left, he is inside the 10-yard line, breaks a tackle, and dives forward to the 2. It's 1st and goal for the Blazers.
Yeah, great run there by Carter Wallace, shedding a couple of defenders, breaking a few tackles, and we saw that quite a bit last week in the Nettleton game. He was a big part of that Blazer big win last week.
10th play of the drive coming up for Valley View on 1st and goal from the 2. Gartman in the gun with Wallace on his right hip. The handoff to Carter Wallace, who hesitated for a moment in the backfield. The hesitation cost him, and Batesville able to catch up to him. It's going to be no gain, maybe a loss of a half yard. We'll see where they spot the ball.
Yeah, and I think he's just short. Just couldn't decide which gap you wanted to take that one through, but that'll cost you down here near the goal line. But we'll see what the Blazers call here on 2nd and goal.
It's no gain, 2nd and 2. Again, Cullen to the left, Jones to the right, and Gartman's going to keep it, and he's going to be caught from behind and will not have the end zone. It'll bring up a 3rd and goal for Valley View.
And Gartman, hold tight, they went with the quarterback power here to the right side, and not much there for Gartman, and great job by that Blazer Pioneer defense like they saw that one coming. So it looks like here comes the jumbo package.
So Valley View will go nasty with Peyton Thomason and a couple other guys checking in for the jumbo package on 3rd and goal from the 2. 7:49 to play in the half, and now Sean Cockrell and Marty Riley want a timeout. So we'll pause for 30 seconds. Batesville leads Valley View 7-0, but the Blazers are facing a 3rd and goal from the 2. We're back in 30 on the EAB Sports Network.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
Set to return to action out of the Valley View timeout. The Blazers trying to get their first score of the night. Trailing 7-0. They face third and goal from the 2 in the jumbo package. Gartman out of the gun. Will hand that off to Carter Wallace, and Wallace is very close. In fact, they're still fighting for extra yardage down there, and there's a signal for the touchdown as Wallace eventually fights his way into the end zone. The Blazers are on the board.
Yeah, and great job by Carter Wallace getting near the goal line there, and then it looked like Houston Walker coming in from that left guard spot and giving him the extra shove he needed to get him into the end zone. So team effort there for the Blazers to get on the board and respond to Batesville's score.
Score comes at the 7:33 mark of the second quarter as we await Brody Dix's extra point kick for Valley View to tie the game. Out of the hold of Madden Tatum, the kick is in the air. And it's true. So we have a tie game as Valley View responds to Batesville's opening drive. We're notched up at 7 apiece. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Baird with the Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our communities together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Well, Valley View getting off to a slow start defensively as they allowed Batesville to start this game by eating up the entire first quarter clock and scoring on the last play of the quarter. So for the first time this year, Valley View has trailed an opponent, but the Blazers immediately respond on the first possession of the second quarter as they cover 80 yards in 12 plays, capped off by Carter Wallace's 2-yard run. And we're tied at 7 apiece as Brody Dix will kick this one. It'll be fielded at the 10-yard line by the Pioneers. The return is on. Now the return man breaks to the outside. He's near midfield and finally pushed out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job there by that return unit for Batesville, and that was Josh Keener, the senior there on the return. He did a great job bouncing that one back to the outside, and that's a huge play for the Pioneers because they had to march it all the way down the field from inside their own 15 last drive, but now they have a lot better field position.
They're going to start right at midfield at the 50. So Batesville will have excellent field position here to begin their second drive of the night.
I mean, you really couldn't script a better start for the offensive side of things if you were the Pioneers, able to go down 85 yards and score over 20-play drive, controlled the clock for all of the first quarter, and then a big special teams play to set up your offense, a great field position.
Apparently they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 45, so that's where Batesville will start from instead of the 50. And they've got two receivers off to the left, starting in the I formation for the backfield. Fullback will drift in motion. Bentz on the bootleg. Stops, fires downfield. Catch made by the tight end. That's a first down inside Blazer territory at the 44-yard line.
And that was Jacob Pollitt, the fullback or tight end you call it, as he snuck out of the backfield there and then was flipped over by R.J. Estrich, but a first down again for the Pioneers.
I tell you what, Bitch has been a master so far of this I-formation offense for
Yeah, I agree.
Baseball.
I agree for sure, especially when he rolls out to his right or left. He's real good at finding those receivers cutting across the field.
One receiver to each side on first down. Give that off to the first man through, I believe, and they'll get about 3 yards out of it.
And I believe that was Pollitt there again on the carry. Nice little first down run there for Pullett in the Pioneers offensive line.
It'll be 2nd and 7 for Batesville from the Valley View 41 with the ball on the right hash as the Pioneers move from left to right. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. Handed off to Mosier, the tailback. Mosier breaks a tackle, but then gets stood up at the 40-yard line. There are flags on the play as well.
And I'm afraid that's going to be a face mask on Eli Thornton there. It looked like it was in the area of that, and flags came flying in a hurry, so we'll see. And it is.
That is exactly what the penalty's about. So that'll be added on to the end of the run. And we'll spot the ball at the 25-yard line. Another first down for Batesville.
Batesville driving the ball right down the field once again. Started at their own 45, already at the Blazers' 25, thanks to Cole Bent and a great passing game he's put on and a couple of Blazer unfortunate penalties.
Bent will hand that off to the fullback. Gets a good surge, and that's good for about a 5-yard gain to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and this scheme is working very well for the Pioneers early. Bentz can either keep it and roll out and find someone in the pass game or hand it off to his fullback or even tailback.
Yeah, this Blazer defense has been on their heels all night thus far. I mean, it's still early in the game, but not what we're used to seeing from the lockdown gang. 2nd down from the 2nd and 5 from the 20. Ball on the right hash. Bentz goes under center. Hand it off again to the fullback. This time he's met after about a 1-yard gain. And should be a forward progress to about the 19, I believe.
And that time they decided to go with the fullback, but great pursuit there by the interior defensive line of the View, and I believe that was Everett Thomas in there on that tackle.
3rd and 4 from the Valley View 19. Pioneers will send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right.
Batesville obviously not in any kind of hurry here in the first half.
Bentz in the gun. Decides to keep it, runs left, and gets forward to about the 16-yard line.
Looks like about a yard short, and we'll see if they send on their kicking unit or they decide to stay and go for it. I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it.
I'll be surprised if they don't. 4th and 1 from the 16. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. Backs in the eye. H-back to the right. He'll drift to the left. Hand that off to Mosier, and Mosier met, and I believe they stopped him. We'll see where they spot the ball, but from here it appears shy of the line to gain.
And if he is short, that was a great job there by Rylan McNamee, really reading that play as they sent the halfback in motion, and then Rylan McNamee just coming over the top and making a big stop there for that Blazer defense.
So it is a Valley View stop. The Blazers will get it back at the 16-yard line. You said that was McNamee that made that tackle, right?
Yes, sir.
That was we may circle back to that play as being huge in the overall big picture of this one.
Yes, sir, for sure. And didn't have him most of the game versus Nettleton, but due to a couple injuries, he had to come in for a few plays. But he's more healthy this week for sure than he was last week.
This is a handoff to Carter Wallace. He'll spin out of a tackle and jump forward to about the 21-yard line for Valley View.
Looks like maybe some early game cramps. At least you hope that's the case for the sophomore, Carter Wallace.
So it'll be a 2nd and 5 for Valley View with the ball at the 21-yard line as Wallace will get a little help back to the sideline. Yeah, I hope that's just a cramp. He's putting some weight back on that leg now, so I think you're right. Hopefully that's just a cramping situation because I tell you what, the luck that Valley View has had with keeping healthy running backs this year has been a challenge.
Yeah, that's for sure. And looks like sophomore Trent Dunham's going to come in now to replace Wallace. You know, they're without Feliz, and then his backup was Peyton Hicks, and then he ended up breaking his collarbone, so just some bad luck in that running back room this year.
2nd and 5 from the 21. Cullen to the near side, A.J. Andrew Jones off to the right. Drew Gartman in the gun, drops back, throws out across the middle, looking for Jones, and that'll be incomplete.
He's looking for a flag, is it looked like there was a little bit of contact back and forth between those two, but
there was a little bit. I'm not sure there was enough to, obviously there was not enough to substantiate a flag there, but looked like their arms may have got tangled up, but nonetheless, there's no flag. It's 3rd and 5. 2 receivers off to each side for the view. Dartman possibly changing the play here.
Just under 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Dartman to throw. Flushed. Now he's going to tuck and run, and he is caught shy of the marker. Gets caught at about the 25-yard line. And Valley View facing a 4th and 1 here. Most likely we'll see Ryan Mitchell come on to punt. Although, that may not be the case because so far, Valley View's keeping the offense on the field unless they wait and possibly call a timeout here.
And that might be what they're doing as Cockrell gets closer to the official.
It is 4th and 1 at the 25-yard line.
Play clock at 3, and it is timeout.
So Valley View takes the timeout. Game tied at 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Senior Ryan Mitchell comes onto the field to punt for Valley View. He'll be standing at about his own 13-yard line. Ryan averaging just shy of 40 yards per kick. Batesville will send its return man, Camden Klein, back. He'll be standing at the 40-yard line. It's a knuckleball kick away. It'll be fielded off the bounce by Klein. Klein is across midfield and finally caught at about the 46-yard line. There's a flag at the end, possibly multiple flags actually at the end of the play. So we'll see what that's about. Meanwhile, there's a Blazer on the ground over there as well on the far sideline.
Yeah, about 3 or 4 flags, and I think one of those might have been a block in the back, but I think one of those also might have came in late after the play, but this doesn't look good for whoever that is down on the far side of the field.
Can't see a number from here. But in the meantime, there's an injury timeout on the field with 2:44 to play in the first half. Valley View and Batesville tied at 7 each. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. Tired of shelling out money for constant repairs to your HVAC system? It may be time to replace. We know that's a big investment, but with financing from Moore, it can cost less than a daily cup of coffee. Plus, no payments till 2025. Get ready for winter and call Moore Air Conditioning today, 870-336-2023, or visit us at moreac.com. Don't settle for less.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
Holden Murphy was the injured Blazer. He's back up on his feet. And meanwhile, we had multiple fouls on that last play, including a holding against Batesville and a personal foul against Valley View. So both penalties will be assessed. And unless this is a... Well, looks like right now that that Batesville will start from its own 39-yard line.
And I believe you're correct, so... At least 2 penalties. Could have been 3, but looks like it will just back Batesville up 10 yards or so. So fortunately there for the Blazers, they didn't get too badly hurt by that personal foul.
Again, 2:44 remaining. And right now we just got a stand-around game. I'm not sure what we're waiting on right now. Are they waiting to step off the penalty yardage against Valley View as well, or? What
I think so. I mean, you can hear the Batesville fans yelling different spot, but
what are they waiting on?
I'm not sure. I mean, you think if it was holding on Batesville and a personal foul on the Blazers and they just offset and spot the ball from where he went out of bounds, but
right now we just got a bunch of people standing around looking at each other. Now the referee will make his way back to the middle of the field.
Looks like they're having a pretty heated argument between the two.
There's obviously some sort of confusion out there, and I know I'm certainly confused because I have no idea what's going on right now.
I have no idea what they're doing.
Now, the waiting game continues, and meanwhile the Jeopardy theme is playing on the PA system. That's pretty fitting. Yeah, these Batesville crowd letting them have it, and I kind of understand why.
And I'm not sure if they can understand which penalties do what here in this situation, but.
Well, okay, let's recap here. It was a holding penalty against Batesville, which is marked off from the spot of the foul. That's a 10-yard penalty. And then Valley View was assessed a personal foul or an unsportsmanlike conduct. And now they're moving it back the other way, so. But I think that's probably about correct on it. I mean, that looks like it where I was thinking it was probably going to be spotted before all the confusion set in with the two offsetting penalties.
Correct.
So it looks like now Batesville will start from the 49-yard line. It just took us a while to get to that point. Here come the Pioneers on first down. Just shy of midfield. They've got one receiver to the right and left. Left receiver will motion to the near side now. And Vince will hand that off to Mosier, the tailback, and he's smothered and dropped for a loss in the backfield. That'll be about a 1-yard setback.
Yeah, and a great play by another Valley View linebacker. That time it's Ryder Wooten getting there in the backfield and making a nice stop there on first down.
So it's a loss back to the 48 with 2:27 to play in the half in a game that's tied at 7 each. Here come the Pioneers. Josh Keener splits off to the right, one receiver to the left, and the H-back and tight end will motion near side now. Wentz back to throw. Here comes pressure. He gets rid of it, finds a receiver in the backfield, and the screen is set up nicely. That is a Batesville first down, and the receiver breaks another tackle. He is still on his feet and finally caught at the 22-yard line.
Yeah, and that was just an unbelievable play call there by Batesville's offensive coordinator, whoever's responsible for calling plays. You know, it looks like Benz was going to do another one of his rollout passes and dropped back a couple of yards and went the whole other opposite direction across the field and set up a great screen there. Just a great job there by the Pioneers.
The first and goal for the Pioneers at the 21-yard line of Valley View. They're already in field goal range for Jackson Elam, but they're thinking 6 right now, and the way they're moving the ball, no reason to think they won't get it. This Blazer defense has just not been themselves tonight.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what it is on that side of the ball for the View, but sometimes you just need a wake-up call.
1:31 to play, and now we have a timeout taken, I believe, by Batesville. So we'll pause for 30 seconds. Your score, Valley View 7, Batesville 7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. Tired of shelling out money for constant repairs to your HVAC system? It may be time to replace. We know that's a big investment, but with financing from Moore, it can cost less than a daily cup of coffee. Plus, no payments till 2025. Get ready for winter and call Moore Air Conditioning today, 870-336-2023, or visit us at mooreac.com. Don't settle for less.
You deserve more, don't settle for less.
Randy Myers, Tyson Leblong under the hets in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. We welcome you back to Pioneer Stadium, where Valley View finds themselves in a tussle tonight with Batesville, which has only 2 wins, but right now Batesville in position to possibly take a lead right before halftime. It is 7 apiece at the moment, but the Pioneers are on the move. They have a first down at the Valley View 21-yard line. Receivers go 1 wide to each side. Backs in the I formation. Bentz goes under center. They'll hand that off to the fullback. The first man through powers his way forward to about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and great play once again there by Eli Thornton. But this has been a total different game than we expected coming into this one. And if it wasn't for that big 4th down stop there by Rylan McNamee, this could be a way worse situation for the View headed into halftime.
Brings up a 2nd and 7 for Batesville at the 18 with inside a minute to play in the half. Forey and Keener split wide to the right. Now the H-back will, or the halfback will motion near side. Pump fakes, throw that right side. That ball is knocked down by Ricky Moffitt. Had a chance at the pick, but couldn't quite get there in time, but he does knock it away. Good defensive coverage there in the secondary by the senior safety.
Yeah, and great coverage there by Ricky on that wheel route. Just not able to come up with that interception, but able to get a hand on it and keep that ball out of the end zone.
So it's 3rd and 7. Now from the 18-yard line.
40 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
This will be the 5th play of the drive coming up. It started at the Pioneer 49-yard line. Here they come to the line of scrimmage with 3 receivers off to the right, none to the left. Now the tight end will motion right as well. Bentz rolling near side on the bootleg. Now he decides to run. He'll throw it into the end zone. That ball is incomplete, and the Blazers dodged a bullet right there because Rylan Ramsey got beat on that play.
Yeah, and Cole carved the Blazers up once again with the pass game, but Randy, if that was complete, I'm not too sure that he wasn't in front of the line of scrimmage.
As it is, it brings up a 4th down, and we're going to see Jackson Elam, their outstanding kicker, come onto the field and probably give the Pioneers the lead here right before halftime.
Yeah, and Holden Murphy trotting back onto the field for this field goal block team. Great to see that young man's okay.
This will be about a 33-yard attempt for Jackson Elam. It is up. It's got plenty of height and distance, but he missed it. Wow. Valley View dodging bullets on back-to-back plays as what looked to be a money field goal situation for Batesville. And Jackson Elam, the highlight. 1 receiver to each side. 1 receiver to each side. Pitch it out in the half.
Yeah, and Elam and lots of frustration over here on the near sideline. That should be a routine kick for him. We've seen him make way longer field goals. We'll see what Coach Riley and this Blazer offense had to do with not a lot of time remaining at all.
Starting from the 20-yard line, 2 receivers wide to each side. Throw the screen pass out to Laird Cullen. Cullen picks up 2, maybe 3 before he succumbs to the numbers. And Valley View may opt to not snap the ball again, although it looks like they're going to hurry to the line of scrimmage and try to get off 1 more snap. Inside 10 seconds left. 2 receivers left to each, wide to each side.
And Coach Cock will put both hands in the air saying,
don't snap it. So, that was the last play of the half. So we have 2 quarters in the books in a defensive struggle. We are tied at 7 apiece with Valley View and Batesville. We will step aside for a 3-minute timeout. We will return to begin our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report after this on the EAB Sports Network.
See Plaza Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Plaza Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Plaza Tire Service.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
Hello, I'm estate planning and elder law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
We welcome you back to Pioneer Stadium. Randy Myers and Tyson Leblanc under the headset as we welcome you into our Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report. It's presented by the Kavanaugh Auto Group. Check out Kavanaugh's entire selection of new and pre-owned inventory at KavanaughCars.com. It is a tie game at the half. 7-7 is our score in this 5A East Conference tilt, the regular season finale, with Valley View trying to put the wraps on a perfect regular season, but Batesville smelling the upset. The Pioneers with a perfectly scripted first half in which they essentially kept the ball out of Valley View's hands for most of the night. Batesville began the game by putting together a 23-play, 88-yard scoring drive that ate up the entire first quarter clock. They actually scored on the last play of the first quarter and led it 7-0. Valley View got the ball right back, went to work, and put together a 12-play, 80-yard drive that was capped off by Carter Wallace's 2-yard run with 7:38 to play in the second quarter. Then Batesville got the ball back and essentially held on to it for all but the last 20 seconds of the second period. And as a result, we are tied at 7 apiece at the half. And as we mentioned earlier in this game, Tyson, from the Batesville perspective, you couldn't have scripted a better start.
Yeah, for sure you could not. I mean, going down the field, taking all of the first quarter, getting in the end zone, and then only giving the ball the Blazers really once, besides those last few plays, is with under a minute left in the first half. But really the best defense against this fantastic Blazer offense is just keeping the ball out of their hands. And the the Pioneers did just that, converting big third downs. Then a miscue there by the Pioneers with the ball in the end zone that was just dropped, and then the rare missed field goal by Elam. The Blazers are lucky to not be down.
You're exactly right. I mean, Valley View dodged 2 bullets there on that last Batesville possession because they missed a wide open receiver in the end zone on the third down play, and on the fourth down play they lined up for what appeared to be a chip shot field goal for one of the best kickers in the state, and Jackson Elam came out and missed a 33-yard attempt. So at the very least, Valley View should be down at least a field goal right now, but as luck would have it, they're still tied 7-all.
Yeah, for sure, and then you can even bring it back to that fourth down play down here and the big stop by the junior Rylan McNamee. If he didn't get that, then you could say 2 possession, but fortunate could be the word as the Blazers go into halftime here for Coach Cockrell, but I'm sure he's letting this team have it and knows that they need to wake up, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you just haven't seen a team been able to do this against the Blazer defense all year.
Well, they've had a hard time corralling the Batesville quarterback, Cole Bentz. He has been outstanding tonight on bootleg and play-action passes, and that's something that all these Batesville, that's kind of been a signature, a strong point of Batesville's offensive scheme for several years, dating all the way back to when Dave King was their head coach. That's just something that they have done very well, and Cole Bentz, their junior quarterback, has just been almost perfect tonight on those rollout passes and just finding his receivers. They had at least 3 third and long conversions on that first possession in which they went 88 yards in 23 plays and ate up the entire first quarter. And Valley View's defense has got to find an answer for him.
Yeah, for sure. And they run that tricky I formation. That's very difficult for the defense, keeps them on their toes, whether they're going to hand it off to their fullback, running back, fake the handoff, or just have Bentz keep it and roll out. I mean, Bentz, like you said, has been great on those rollout passes, really doing a great job finding the open guys, cutting across the field, and Bentz could arguably have one of the best performances we've seen from an opposing quarterback.
Well, Batesville took that early lead, and that's the first time that Valley View has actually been behind in a game all season long. It didn't happen until the last game, and fortunately the Blazers were able to respond well, because as soon as they got the ball back, they went to work and put together a 12-play, 80-yard scoring drive, capped off by Carter Wallace's 2-yard run. By the way, that first touchdown drive by Batesville was capped off by Cole Bentz, the quarterback, sneaking it in from 2 yards out on the very last play of the first quarter. So with all of that having been said, it is a 7-all tie here after 2 quarters of play. We will step aside here for a 3-minute timeout. We had some technical issues that kind of got us behind the 8 ball in our pregame broadcast. So because of that, we were unable to play our player profile interview with junior wide receiver Parker King that Tyson did earlier in the week. So when we come back, we're going to roll that interview for you after this 3-minute timeout, and then we'll have more live Kavanaugh Auto Group halftime report following that on the EAB Sports Network.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Ready to buy your dream home? Look no further than First Community Bank's mortgage department. Our experienced team is here to help you every step of the way, from pre-approval to closing. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service, we'll make sure your home buying process is a breeze. Visit First Community Bank today and let us help make your dream home a reality. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document systems dealer in Jonesboro.
This is Barry Forrest. My family's been taking care of equipment needs of businesses just like yours since 1965. I would love to work for you today.
Put your daily office routines in the hands of people you can trust. Forrest Office Machines, your authorized Sharp document system dealer at 1005 G Street in Jonesboro, 932-7852. Call Forrest Office Machines today.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to go to Wings to Go. Whether it's football, whether it's basketball, whether it's baseball, whether it's wrestling, whether it's anything, the wings, the salads, the hamburgers, everything they have at Wings to Go is always flavorful and it's always ready. All that has to happen is you come down and enjoy them. Happy winging from Wings to Go.
Play It Again Sports wants to pay you money. Now that I have your attention, Play It Again Sports in Jonesboro wants to buy your used sports equipment. You heard me right. If you have something that's either outgrown or no longer being used, bring it to Play It Again Sports now. They're looking for youth and adult baseball and softball equipment, golf, weights and workout equipment, disc golf, you name it. Play It Again Sports can turn it into cash for you. Go by Play It Again Sports at the corner of Highland and Caraway in Jonesboro.
Your specialty print and ship store is the Safe Ship Store in Jonesboro. Owner David Leonard wants to help you with all your shipping and printing needs, and they'll always give you the best customer service and highest quality product for the absolute lowest prices in town. So when you need something packed and shipped, or when you need printed products, call the Safe Ship Store. Come in today to see all they have to offer. For the best customer service, quality, and prices, visit the Safe Ship Store, 2500 Alexander Drive, Suite C in Jonesboro, 870-333-5068.
For this week's pregame interview, we're joined by junior wide receiver Parker King. Parker, first question, what makes this year's wide receiver so special?
I think there's many things that makes this group real special, but one thing that sets us apart from others is we've been able to have the chance to grow and learn from each other over the years, and also I feel like we're really good at being able to adapt to each other's gameplay style.
How do you try to stay focused before and during your games?
Staying focused really just comes all from the mental state and not getting out of character. I think what helps me a lot is staying true to who I am and not changing up anything.
In a game, would you rather score a touchdown off of a jet sweep or a deep ball?
Man, I think they're both real fun, but I think the best one would probably be a jet sweep just because I'll be able to use my speed and agility to be able to break tackles and be able to get through and score.
How have you gotten better throughout this season?
I think I'd probably say the teamwork side of things, being able to contribute to the team whenever needed, and also when I'm not getting the ball or doing whatever, I'll be able to do my part to help others out.
What are your goals to finish out this year?
The goals are obviously to make it as far as we can, but I think on the other side of things, I think it's just to make as many memories as we can because we've got a really good group of guys here, and I think we all just need to leave it out on the field.
Thank you, Parker. Right after this, Randy Myers will sit down with head Blazer football coach Sean Cockle to talk about.
Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter, and I want to let you know about my friends at Cleanway Restoration and Construction. You see, disasters don't happen when it's convenient, whether it's a fire, a flood, or a tornado. When it damages your home, it upsets everything about your life. Cleanway comes in and does the cleanup, and they can lay your floors, replace your cabinets, and fix or replace walls. So remember, when an inconvenient disaster comes your way, think Cleanway Restoration and Construction. Let Cleanway restore your home and restore your life. Find out more at cleanwayrestoration.com.
Crown Trophy in Jonesboro knows what it means to be a champion. Whether it's celebrating the big win or recognizing hard-earned achievements, they've got you covered. From custom trophies and plaques to medals and awards, Crown Trophy will help you honor the moments that matter. Crown Trophy is proud to support our local high school athletics because building champions starts right here in our community. Visit Crown Trophy on Southwest Drive in Jonesboro or on Facebook. Crown Trophy, celebrate your victories with us.
Urgent Care Plus, now open at 3001 Apache Drive in Jonesboro. Open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day for your convenience. Urgent Care Plus provides everything you need in a standard urgent care plus a little more. Illness and injuries like deep lacerations, minor fractures, strains, sprains, and new onset low back pain is easily handled by our staff of ER-trained providers. No appointment necessary. NEA Baptist Urgent Care Plus is an urgent care with a little more.
At First National Bank, our mortgage lending team knows what it takes to make a home and a superior home loan process. Simple, proven, and reliable service with competitive rates at a bank that already feels like home. Since 1889, that's been the First National Bank way, because for our people, this is home. Apply online at fnbank.net/mortgage. From our family to yours, welcome home. First National Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get huge savings now at every Kavanaugh dealership. Kavanaugh has a great selection of late model, low mileage, certified pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. And most are still under factory warranty. We have every make and every model, so you're sure to find the vehicle you want. And when you buy at Kavanaugh, every new and used purchase comes with 1 year of free maintenance. Plus, we buy cars. Bring a vehicle, get a check. Come see us today at one of our dealerships or go to CavanaughCars.com.
The team at Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been taking care of our local athletes for over 40 years. Now with 2 locations, including JOSM on Main and JOSM on Matthews inside St. Bernard's Health and Wellness Center. And now JOSM is offering a limited number of same-day appointments. Call 932-1820. Find them on Facebook and at JonesboroOrtho.com. Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, excelling in our field so you can excel on yours.
We're back at Pioneer Stadium. Randy Myers along with Tyson Leblanc. We're glad you're with us tonight for Blazer football here in the regular season finale. Valley View and Batesville in a close one. It's been a defensive struggle, and the Blazers and Pioneers are tied at 7 apiece at the half. 3 other 5A East Conference games underway tonight across Northeast Arkansas out at Raider Field. Nettleton playing host to Wynn in a battle for third place in the conference standings, and Nettleton has a 14-7 lead on the visitors from Cross County at the half. Also, Brooklyn is at Harding Academy tonight. Don't have a score yet on that one, nor do we have a score on the Greene County Tech Paragould game. 2 teams are basically in the cellar going into tonight in a rivalry game that they call the Battle for the Bell. Also, outside of the conference, other games of interest in Northeast Arkansas. Jonesboro is at West Memphis tonight. Westside visiting Gosnell to close out their season. Marion is at home tonight against Benton for a big game in the 6A East. Pocahontas and Highland played last night, with Highland winning that game 14-6 to claim the second place finish in the 4A3 conference behind league champion Southside. So the Rebels will get the 2 seed heading into the playoffs. Pocahontas will be the 3 seed. Truman is at home tonight against Cave City. Blytheville is at Southside. Hoxie is at Walnut Ridge in another big rivalry game tonight. Newport is at Harrisburg this evening. Osceola is at Manila. Piggott visiting Rivercrest tonight. 2 other games in the 2A conference, local 2A conference that were played last night. EPC going to Mark Tree and knocking off their rival 56-30 in a game that was called after 3 quarters due to an injury to Mark Tree's running back. And also in that same conference, Cross County defeating Earl. So it'll be a 1-2-3 finish in that conference. If EPC is the league champion, I believe Mark Tree will have the 2 seed, and Cross County, after defeating Earl 30-0, will be the, well, actually Desark's going to be the 2 seed. I'm sorry, Desark is going to be the 2 seed in that conference, and then it'll be Mark Tree and Cross County getting those final 2 playoff berths out of the 2A3 conference. And an 8-man football tonight. Rector is at Southside B Branch. And both A-State basketball teams, the men and women, have been in action or are in action. The women going out west to Arizona State, and Tyson shocking the women's college basketball world, I would imagine, with a, you said 100-96 final score?
100-96. Arkansas State women put up triple digits. It's crazy. Time you make 13 at the number 2 ranked team out.
Is that at half? So the State Red Wolf teams are good and in the first half, being a lead at the half. We'll step aside here for a 3-minute timeout and back.
Are you prepared to be transformed into a better version of yourself? Shaped into a force that others can't imagine? We are part of something bigger, a force that never quits. You can transform your life. Check us out at Navy.com. America's Navy, forged by the sea.
Attention athletes and coaches, if you or your players have suffered a concussion or other sports-related injury, hyperbaric oxygen treatments have shown to improve incredible results for athletes in all sports. Arkansas Progressive Medicine now offers the hyperbaric oxygen treatment at their office in Jonesboro. Call Arkansas Progressive Medicine to find out more about this groundbreaking treatment. 520-6007. Arkansas Progressive Medicine on Matthews on the Medical Mile, 520-6007.
Go outside and play with Jonesboro Cycle and ATV. Jonesboro Cycle is your go-to for all your power sports needs, whether it be off-road, on-road, or on the walk. Check out their inventory of four-wheelers, side-by-sides, motorcycles, dirt bikes, cruisers, go-karts, scooters, personal watercrafts, boats, and even boat motors. Jonesboro Cycle is a 185,000 square foot motorsports mecca featuring all the name brands under one roof. Jonesboro Cycle and ATV on U.S. Highway 63 North in Bono and JonesboroCycle.com.
Get a great deal on making the most of every property with Kubota commercial landscape equipment. From mowers to track loaders to utility vehicles, First Choice Farm and Lawn in Brooklyn has a lineup built to uphold your reputation. Right now, bring home the Kubota Z700 mower for 0 down and 0% APR for up to 48 months. Stop by First Choice Farm and Lawn in Brooklyn to see what equipment is right for you. Now through September 30th, First Choice Farm and Lawn, 9586 Highway 49 North in Brooklyn. Visit us or go to KubotaUSA.com for more details.
If you work in Mississippi County, you could get up to $50,000 towards a new home thanks to the Work Here, Live Here program. Call Real Estate Nate of Halsey Thrasher Harpole Real Estate Group, 870-261-3927. And Dana Austin of Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation can help you finance. Call 870-762-0930. Fairway NMLS number 2289. Dana Austin NMLS number 144846. This is not an offer to enter into an agreement. Not all customers will qualify. Subject to underwriting approval, other terms and conditions may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
Picture this. You're on the field, struggling to keep up as your opponents sprint past you. Or maybe you're on the volleyball court and your reaction time just isn't there. Don't let that be you. At Take One Performance, we specialize in sports performance training for ages 8 and up. Whether you're struggling with speed, agility, or strength, our expert coaches will help you build the mental and physical conditioning you need to dominate. Get explosive, get strong, and get prepared. Visit TakeOnePerformance.com or follow us on Facebook.
Design the golf cart of your dreams with SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro. Hey y'all, it's Brandon Baxter for SS Custom Carts. And whether you want a golf cart for the greens or a family cart to cruise the neighborhood, SS Custom Carts has your dream cart covered. SS Custom Carts in Jonesboro is your one-stop shop for new golf carts, gently used golf carts, fully customized carts, parts, accessories, and service. Check out SS Custom Carts, 2321 East Matthews in Jonesboro at sscustomcarts.com.
Childhood diabetes, obesity, and thyroid conditions have something in common. The nationally ranked Pediatric Diabetes and Endocrinology team at Arkansas Children's excels at treating them all. In children's developing bodies, hormones affect everything from growth spurts to blood sugar. These physical conditions can impact mental health and self-esteem, which is why the care provided by Arkansas Children's treats the whole child. Learn more at archildrens.org/NEA.
It's a mix and match special now at all Northeast Arkansas Domino's Pizza locations. Choose any two for $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. How about a medium 2-topping pizza, oven-baked sandwich, pasta in a tin, loaded tots, Domino's stuffed cheesy bread, bread twists, marble brownies, and so much more. Switch it up for lunch or dinner for the whole gang. The mix and match special with any two for only $6.99 each for carryout or delivery. Only at your Northeast Arkansas area Domino's Pizza locations.
You all hear me tell the stories on our Glen St. ads, and I enjoy people coming to me and referring to certain stories. Some of these stories go way back. We will continue to tell stories, mention our troops, and telling our customers how much our families appreciate their business. Our people always look forward to seeing you. We want you to enjoy your visit. Best price, best service. Glen St. and God bless our troops.
At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're not just a bank, we're a part of your community. That's why we're dedicated to being the neighbors who are in your corner right here in Arkansas. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for your future, or managing your everyday finances, Farmers and Merchants Bank has the friendly local knowledge and personalized services to help you reach your goals. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner, supporting the community we all call home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Here's the kickoff to begin the second half. It is fielded by Andrew Jones off the bounce. He slips a tackle. Now he's got the sideline. Andrew Jones is at midfield racing down the sideline. He may take this to the house. He's at the 10, the 5. He is into the end zone. I am scanning the field for flags. I don't see any, and this play should stand as about an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to start the second half for the View.
Yeah, huge play there by the senior Andrew Jones, making a few guys miss, and then just showing that elite speed, tight-roping down the sideline all the way to the house, and that's how you respond at a halftime if you're the View.
So Valley View starts the second half with a bang. Andrew Jones on about an approximate 80-yard kickoff return for a score. And we now await the extra point kick for Brody Dix. Kick is on the way, and it is true. So with 11:47 to play in the third quarter, Valley View takes its first lead of the night. It's now 14-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
At Farmers and Merchants Bank, we're not just a bank, we're a part of your community. That's why we're dedicated to being the neighbors who are in your corner right here in Arkansas. Whether you're saving for a new home, planning for your future, or managing your everyday finances, Farmers and Merchants Bank has the friendly local knowledge and personalized services to help you reach your goals. Farmers and Merchants Bank, in your corner, supporting the community we all call home. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Pioneer Stadium, where Valley View explodes with an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown to begin the second half by Andrew Jones, and the Blazers now have their first lead of the night as we await the Brody Dix kickoff. Batesville return men set up in each hash at about the 10-yard line. Dix approaches, puts foot in the ball. And that will bounce out of bounds at about the 5. Batesville will have the option of making Valley View re-kick or taking it at 35, which I expect they will probably do.
Yeah, just an unfortunate little miscue there on the kickoff, but Valley View definitely responded well on the special teams, and offensive player, wide receiver Andrew Jones took that one to the house. We'll see how the defense responds coming out of the locker room here to start things off.
The Pioneers will start at the 35 as they move from right to left. Cole Bentz back under center at quarterback, starting in the I formation, hands on off to the fullback, and he'll blast his way forward up for about a 4-yard gain to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and Daniel Richardson coming down from the secondary to make that hit, and you could hear that one all the way up here in the press box, and glad to see both players get up from that one.
That was a high-impact collision. So it's 2nd and 6 for Batesville as they make their way out of the huddle and to the line of scrimmage. They will send 2 receivers off to the left. Bentz is in the gun. Running back will motion near side. They'll throw the screen pass, which is complete for a short gain up to about the 41-yard line on the reception by Talon Forey.
Yeah, and right before Bent snapped that ball, you could see Daniel Richardson kind of shadowing closer towards the line of scrimmage. He knew that play was coming. Great play once again by him to keep him short there on second down.
Brings up a 3rd and just shy of 4 yards for Batesville. The ball will be at the Pioneer 41-yard line. They'll send Camden Klein off to the right with 2 receivers to the near side. Bentz in the gun, running back on his right hip. And he looks to throw, then decides to run, and he is very close to the first down marker. I believe he has enough to move the chains as he does a little hook slide at the 45.
Yeah, and that was a little awkward slide there. He didn't really slide. He almost just sat down, but smart play by him.
The way he went down is a good way to get yourself clotheslined. Fortunately, that didn't happen for him, but that was a little high risk into that run. But it is a first down for Batesville. They'll spot it at the Pioneer 46. 1 receiver wide to each side. Backs in the I formation. Bentz will show it to the running back on play action. Now throws out across the middle. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was Noah Kelly, the tight end.
Yeah, and Bentz has looked for Kelly on a couple balls so far here tonight. Kelly had that big first down conversion on 3rd and long there in the first half, but just through the hands of that intended target there on first down.
Brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers from their own 45. Splitting wide to the right will be Josh Keener. They've got 2 receivers off to the near side as well. One will motion right. They'll flip it to him on the jet sweep. He finds a little running room and gets caught just across the 50 at the Blazer 49. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4 for Batesville.
Yeah, and great pursuit there by Ryder Wooten. Really ran with that ball carrier over the width of the field and able to bring them down short of the first down. But 3rd and manageable here for the Pioneers.
Looks like more like 3rd and 5 after the spot. The ball just shy of the 49-yard line on the Blazer side of the 50. So it's 3rd and 5 for Batesville. They will snap it off the right hash when they make their way to the line of scrimmage, which they are now doing. They will send 2 receivers, McDonald and Klein, off to the right, off to the left. No one to the right. Tight end will drift in motion to the right. And they'll give that off to Mosier, the tailback. And he is met and stuffed at the line of scrimmage for no gain at best, probably a loss, depending on what kind of forward progress they give him.
Yeah, and that's the kind of Blazer defense you expect to see on 3rd downs. That's the defense we've seen all year, and Blazers need to make sure they don't pick up any extracurricular penalties. Looks like the ref's saying that to them right now.
Lost about a half yard there, so it sets up a 4th and 5 for Batesville from the 50-yard line, and they're show and go right now. And I do think they will go for it, because at this point, if you're Batesville, what do you got to lose, really? I mean, you've only won 2 games all year, and here they come to the line of scrimmage. They will send 3 receivers to the left on 4th and 5 from midfield. Bentz in the gun, running back on his left hip. He's rolling near side, gets the block he needs, has time, fires downfield, and that is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and Ramsey almost came up with the interception there, just a little too low of a ball for Bentz to get that one to his receiver, but a great play, and he's shooken up a little bit here on this near sideline. He really took a hit. Looks like he's holding his throwing wrist, so that's not good if you're the Pioneers.
Are you talking about Bentz?
Yes,
is that who you're
sir.
referring to? Okay, I didn't see that. But that's the 2nd turnover on downs tonight for the Blazer defense, and now Valley View will get it back at the 50-yard line.
And he's not moving that right hand very much here on the near sideline, so we'll see what his status is.
One receiver to the right for Valley View. Gartman keeps it, runs across the middle, vaults forward for a first down, spot the ball at the 39-yard line. First down for Valley View.
Yeah, and the first play call here for the offense in the second half is just a quarterback run near the left side where Big Daniel Cole would normally be playing, but no trouble for the Blazer offensive line, creating a nice hole there for Drew.
2 receivers for Valley View to each side. Throw that out left side on the screen pass. I believe that's Laird Cullen who caught it and advances it up to about the 34-yard line. Was that Laird making the catch?
Yes, you're correct. That was Laird there on the quick screen pass. Could have got a little bit of a better block there from Trip Dale, but a positive play there on first down for the View.
2nd and 4 from the Batesville 34-yard line. Andrew Jones off to the right, Cullen to the left. This is a give to Carter Wallace, who picks up 4, maybe 5 on second effort. Going to be close to the line of game, but I think he's a tad shy. We'll see what the spot is.
Yeah, and kind of got turned around there by that Batesville defense, but second effort kept those legs churning, and they're going to keep those chains moving. First down.
It is a first down for Valley View. Spot the ball at the 29-yard line off the nice second effort run by sophomore Carter Wallace. Fresh set of downs at the Pioneer 29. Jones to the right, Cullen off to the left. Dartman in the gun. Wants to keep it, running near side. He's across the 25 and across the 20, still on his feet, pushed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Move the chains once again for the Blazers.
Yeah, and a smart run there by Drew, but even better block there by the sophomore back, Carter Wallace, and then Andrew Jones also on this near side of the field, letting Drew get to the outside and escape for a couple of yards in the first down.
It is first down for Valley View at the Pioneer 16-yard line. The View will snap it off the right hash with 3 receivers off to the left. Andrew Jones is split wide to the near side. Gartman in the gun with Wallace on his left hip. Hand that off to Gartman, who gets met in the backfield, surges forward for about 2 yards and gets it forward to about the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and Carter Wallace has really done a great job with yards after contact. After that first hit, he's able to keep those legs going for a couple more, and now it looks like Blazers will send in Randy Eusebio now to give Carter Wallace a little bit of a breather.
Got about 3 after the spot, so it's 2nd and 7 for Valley View with one receiver to the left. Eusebio is the running back. And Gartman will keep it. He'll run right. Darts inside the 10, inside the 5, and into the checkered end zone here in Batesville. And Valley View has their 3rd score of the night as the Blazers now starting to assert themselves here in the second half.
Yeah, and Drew Gartman turned on the Jets there and made that defender miss. Looks like it might have been a stiff arm there from Gartman, but he gets into the orange and black checkered area in the end zone, and the Blazers now have a 2-score lead, and that's huge there for the Blazers. Really responded well with that special teams big return, and then driving right down the field, and Drew Gartman running it in.
Score coming at the 6:32 mark of the 3rd quarter as we await the extra point kick for Brody Dix. Here's the snap, the place, the kick is in the air, and it's right down the middle. And so with 6:32 to play in the 3rd, Valley View now leads it 21-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Have you ever heard the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right? Well, when it comes to your internet service, 1 wrong is already too many. Wrong price, wrong speeds, wrong company. Come on, you deserve better. With Empower Broadband, you get local, affordable, and fast internet that never lets you down. Visit us at empowerbroadband.com or call 870-336-0999 to right the wrongs by choosing your favorite local internet company. Empower, delivered by Craighead Electric.
Valley View has scored twice here in the 3rd quarter. They began it with an 80-yard kickoff return for a touchdown by Andrew Jones, then put together a 7-play, 50-yard drive after getting a takeover on downs at midfield. And all of a sudden, what was a tie game at halftime is now a 2-score lead for Valley View as Brody Dix will send this kick into the end zone for his first touchback of the night. And Batesville will have to start from the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and by far Brody's best kickoff of the night, gets that one into the end zone for a touchback, not allowing return of any sort here for the Pioneers. So we'll see if this Blazer defense can pick up right where they left off near midfield.
Got a couple of updated scores from across the other games across the 5A East, as we mentioned. Nettleton up on Wynn, 14-7 at the half there. We mentioned that one earlier. Also, Brooklyn at Harding Academy late in the first half. Harding Academy in control of that one ahead, 42-7. And in Paragould, the Rams lead Greene County Tech 14-7 at the half. Here come the Pioneers. They'll motion a running back to the near side. Bentz rolls near side on the bootleg and completes the pass for about a 7-yard gain up to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, another big collision here on the near sideline. That one delivered by Rylan Ramsey, and then Ryder Rutledge coming in to finish that one off. But a great play there on first down to pick up 9 or so for the Pioneers.
Yeah, got more than I thought. That's a 9-yard gain out to the 29. So it's 2nd and 1 for Batesville, which now trails 21-7. Here they come to the line of scrimmage with Forey and McDonald split wide left, no one to the right. It's an offset eye backfield. Now the tight end will motion near side. And they'll hand that off to the tailback, Mosier. Mosier has the first down as he punches it out to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and the Blazers did a great job on that play containing the edge, but Mosier found just a big enough hole there to pick up the first on 2nd and short.
So the ball will be at the 33-yard line after the spot. Tackle made by Ryder Rutledge as Batesville will send 2 receivers off to the right. Bentz rolls right, wants to throw, fires across the middle, and it's knocked down by Ryder Wooten. Almost had him an interception right there, but just missed it.
Yeah, and that one hit him right in the hands, but you could tell he wasn't expecting that ball coming his way, but great play by him regardless, not allowing that ball to find the hands of a Pioneer receiver. But Bentz has been successful up until that play with the rollout game here tonight.
So it's 2nd and 10 for Batesville after the incomplete pass. Ball is at their 33-yard line. 1 receiver wide to each side for this play. With Bentz in the gun, he'll roll right. Stops, fires back across the field. Catch made in the backfield. And the receiver is caught after a gain of 1 yard at best. Making the catch was Joshua Colton as they reversed field with a pass, but Valley View closed on that one pretty quickly to stop him for a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and we've seen them reverse the field with that screen play already here tonight. That's the second time they've ran that. Looked like the Blazers were a little more on their toes for that one, and Daniel Richardson coming to make the play.
A little better prepared for it that time than we saw in the first half. So it's 3rd and 9 for Batesville. The ball at the 34-yard line. There are 5:22 remaining in the period. Valley View leading 21-7. The Pioneers will send 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. 2 running backs will motion to the right as well. Bentz will throw that back across. There's a flag. Did I see a flag fly?
You did. From the near side judge, looked like. Unless it was a mouth guard, but I think it was a flag. I
think it was a flag. Yeah, it's laying back at about the 25-yard line. So we'll see what the laundry on the field is about. The pass was incomplete.
I think it's going to be a hold.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that's based on where it was thrown. That would be my guess as well.
Looks like. So they said illegal motion before the snap. But
yeah, but the penalty will be declined. So Valley View will take the play, and now it's 4th and 9 for Batesville, and they will send Jackson Elam out to punt and drop. Valley View will drop R.J. Estrich back to return for the Blazers. He'll be standing at his own 34-yard line between the hashes. Elam, high snap. He gets it down and boots it away. It'll bounce and take a Valley View bounce forward to about the 41-yard line before the Pioneers down it. And Valley View should start right about the 41.
Yeah, and so great field position once again to start their drive here in the second half of this third quarter. And we'll see if the Blazers can march down the field once again. And Eusebio's in the game again to start this drive, and you hope that's nothing injury-related for Carter Wallace.
That's a little concerning. Hopefully that Carter Wallace is not hurt, because I'll tell you what, Valley View has had an issue keeping quarterbacks healthy ever since the season started. Here's a pass intended for Jones that is incomplete. Ball just beyond his reach. Pretty well defended there in the secondary that time by the Pioneers.
Yeah, and they ran that play where it looked like Gartman was going to take off and keep it himself, but then just drop back and threw that one. Looked like it came out a little funny from the release.
Now Carter Wallace is back on the field.
That's great to see.
So it's 2nd and 10 from the 40. 1 receiver to each side for the View. Gartman in the gun. Gives that to Carter Wallace. He's running right. Steps across the 40. And a flag goes down as he's tackled at about the 44. We'll see what the laundry on the field is about.
That could be in the area of a hold for the Blazers, but we'll see what the officials decide here.
4:41 remaining in the period, and the Blazers appear to be on the back pedal, so this penalty obviously is going to go against the guys wearing white jerseys on the hold infraction. So that'll move it back to the 34-yard line and set up a 2nd and about 17 for the Blazers. Gartman will send 2 receivers wide, left and right. Carter Wallace is the running back on his right hip. Gartman throws that across the middle, and it's incomplete, just a little bit short of his intended target, which I believe was Trip Dale.
Yeah, and I believe that one of the Pioneers defensive linemen there, I think he might have gotten a hand on that to affect the throw there of Gartman, and that was number 46. Jacob Pollitt, the two-way player who plays fullback on offense, impacted that play there for the Pioneers.
So it's 3rd and 17 for Valley View. From the 34, 3rd and 16 actually. Trips to the left, 1 man to the right. Gartman to throw, flushed out of the pocket. Here comes pressure. He'll fire on the run, intended for Parker King, but it's going to be incomplete. And Batesville will get the stop. Valley View will have to punt for the 2nd time tonight.
Yeah, and that was a strike there from Drew Gartman, who had it in the hands of Parker King. Looked like maybe a little bit of early contact there from the Pioneers, but not enough to draw a flag. So here comes Ryan Mitchell for the 2nd time here tonight.
Camden Klein will set up for the Pioneer return. He will backpedal to about the, well, he's still moving back. Now he's at the 29-yard line. So Mitchell on to punt. He's averaging just over 39 yards a kick. Gets this one away. It'll be fielded off 1 bounce by Klein. Klein will reverse field and finally gets tripped up at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, and great play there by Madden Tatum, the Blazers' backup quarterback, really getting there first to disrupt things for that Batesville return unit, but great play by him on special teams.
Batesville fans are not happy about something. I'm not sure what they're upset about there. I didn't see anything that would...
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea unless it was something after the play, but didn't really see anything.
I didn't see anything, so I don't know what they're angry about, but they're letting their displeasure be heard below us. Meanwhile, Batesville will have the ball with a first down at their own 36-yard line. They'll start from the left hash with 4:10 to play in the period. Bench brings his offense to the line of scrimmage with two receivers set to the left. I formation backfield as he goes under center. Fullback will drift in motion near side, rolling right on the bootleg. Here comes pressure. He fires downfield. That is incomplete.
Yeah, and R.J. Estrich was eyeing his 5th interception of the season there, but and here comes a flag after the play.
Yeah, that's a very light flag.
And Bentz is hurting again back there in the backfield.
So we'll see what this is about.
Sideline warning.
Yep, sideline warning against Valley View, is that right?
That's correct.
Meanwhile, Bentz is obviously in some pain, and now he just takes a seat on the turf back at the 20-yard line. So we've got a timeout for the injury, and we will pause for 30 seconds. There are 4 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Valley View leading Batesville 21-7. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Valley View High School Athletics is brought to you by Gateway Tire and Service Center and Toyo Tires. Where there's always one thing you can count on, we go the distance for you. Before you hit the road for a trip across country or across town, drop by Gateway Tire and Service Center and check out the great deals on Toyo Tires. Whether it's tires or auto repair, you can always count on one thing. At Gateway Tire and Toyo Tires, we go the distance for you. At Gateway Tire in Jonesboro, we go the distance for you.
Quarterback Josh Bentz has come out of the game for Batesville. And looks like the backup quarterback may be Jake Daugherty, who's been playing wide receiver for him, but I think he is in to take snaps for this play anyway. On 2nd and 10 from the 35. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Daugherty will keep it. He'll run left and jumps across the 40, gets caught at about the 42, and it'll bring up a third down for Batesville.
Yeah, and Daugherty took off as soon as he received the snap there. It looks like a quicker option at quarterback for the Pioneers, but you just hate to see that for Batesville. Bentz was really having a great game, especially in the passing aspect.
It's 3rd and 3 for Batesville as Daugherty will stay in to take at least one more snap for Batesville. The ball will be at the 42-yard line on 3rd and 3. They'll snap it off the left hash. Make their way to the line of scrimmage. Daugherty's going to go under center. They'll hand this off to the tailback at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what kind of forward progress he gets, if any. Looks like they'll give him about a yard. And it's 4th and 3 for Batesville.
So we'll see if the Blazers...
Meanwhile, we got a Valley View player that's still down and slow to get up. Can't see a number from here, but...
I'm afraid that's McNamee.
So Rylan McNamee.
Nope, it's not. He's standing up near him, but I'm not sure who that is.
So we have an injury timeout. We'll pause for 30 seconds. There are 3 minutes and 1 second remaining in the third period. Valley View leading Batesville 21-7. We'll be back in a half minute on the EAB Sports Network.
This is Keith Baird with Baird Auto Group. There's nothing that brings our community together like high school sports. No matter what the scoreboard says, it's a winning feeling just to be a part of it. At Baird, we want you to have the feeling anytime you come into one of our dealerships. Good credit, bad credit, no problem. Don't buy anywhere else until you shop at Baird location near you. Don't get a bad deal, get a Baird deal. Because why pay more?
Saving service, great selection too. Baird does it all for you.
Back here at Pioneer Stadium, Randy Myers along with Tyson Lieblong in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. Get better with Baptist. And an injury timeout on the field right now. We're still not sure who's down for Valley View because we can't see his number. Got him back up on his feet, and it looks like it's Ryder Wooten.
Yep, Wooten there. Walking off the field on his own power. That's great to see, but I believe he got a little banged up last game versus Nettleton, and then Riley McNamee had to come off the sidelines in a hurry to take some snaps in his place, but hope he's okay as he's made a lot of tackles down the stretch this year for Valley View.
Meanwhile, Batesville facing a 4th and 3 from their own 43-yard line. The Batesville quarterback has been knocked out of the game. And Jake Daugherty is still in it as the relief quarterback for Batesville. He's in the shotgun formation with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Daugherty will keep it, runs left, and gets caught shy of the marker. Looks like Valley View is going to get the ball back at about the 45-yard line.
And I believe you're correct. Great play there once again by Daniel Richardson coming down from that secondary and making the hit there on the backup quarterback for the Pioneers. Looks like they are going to be a yard short, turnover on down.
So Valley View will get it back. I tell you what, Daniel Richardson has made a lot of big plays, not just tonight but all season. And he's not a very big guy. He's undersized out there at 5'8" and about $145, I believe, but he is a football player. There's no question about that.
Yeah, that's for sure. You can just tell he has a great IQ for football, really reads the plays well, which really gives him an edge on the offense and being able to get down there in such a hurry and make those tackles.
Jones split wide to the right for the View. 2 receivers off to the left. Gartman in the gun will hand it to Carter Wallace, who gets hit in the backfield, runs out of that tackle, and then fights very hard for about 1 yard.
Yeah, it looked like a little handoff that was broken up, and that's another player down for Valley View.
Got another Blazer slow to get up from that play.
That's just the last thing you want to see here in this last game of the season before we get into. Now I hope that's not Judd Miles.
That is Jason Speaks, I believe. Was it 63 or 53?
53.
That's Hudson Rogers, yeah.
Okay.
He appears to be okay, running off the field under his own power, so hopefully not shaking up too bad as Valley View will send 2 receivers wide to each side on 2nd and 1. Noah Ragsdale is checked in for the Blazers. This is a give to Wallace running left. He's got the first down as he trucks a Batesville defender and finally gets stopped at the 32.
Yeah, and a great hole to run through created by that left side of that Blazers offensive line. And like we mentioned, Daniel Cole's out, but this offensive line has played pretty well here tonight without him.
2 receivers to the right and left on first down from the Pioneer 32. Gartman in the gun again, getting a heavy dose of Carter Wallace. Wallace fights forward to about the 29 before his forward progress is contained there.
Yeah, and we've seen the Blazers do quite a bit of handoffs on first down, but it's been pretty successful when it comes to just getting a couple of positive yards and making your later downs more manageable. And Eusebio comes in now for the View.
Ball will be at the 29-yard line. It's a 2nd and 7 for the Blazers. Minute 23 remaining in the period. Valley View up 21-7. 1 receiver to the left. Gartman in the gun. Drew will keep it, runs left, gets caught for about a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, and great job there by Rourke Sevier, the sophomore, making a play there on Gartman. Really knew what Drew's tendency was on that run, take that one to the outside, and he was stopped in a hurry. It looks like Dunham, the sophomore back, will come in now.
3rd and 4 is the spot for Valley View as Laird Cullen splits wide to the left. 3 receivers clustered to the right as well. Dunham will motion. Gartman keeps it. He's going to be caught in the backfield for a loss back to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that's another great play there by Poet, who's disrupted a couple plays here tonight, and we'll see what Coach Cockrell decides to do, kind of in a tricky spot here.
Yeah, I think we'll go for it here on 4th and about 7 from the 29-yard line.
And the Blazers do not have to snap it with the game clock at 17 and the play clock at 19. So
the 3rd quarter winding down, and it appears that Valley View is not in any hurry to run another play here before the quarter ends. So it will wind down And with 3 quarters complete at Pioneer Stadium, Valley View has scored twice here in the second half. They've turned what was a tie game at halftime into a 2-touchdown lead. It's 21-7, and we'll be back with a 4th period in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank and Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans, specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank and Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank and Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank and Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Valley View will start the 4th quarter facing a 4th and 7 from the Batesville 29-yard line. Drew Gartman will send Laird Cullen off to the left. He's got 2 receivers to the right with Parker King in the slot and Andrew Jones on the outside. Wallace, I believe, is the running back on his right hip. Gartman will take that, roll right, fires downfield, just missed Jones. It's beyond his reach, and Batesville will get the takeover on downs.
Yeah, and just a little bit of miscommunication there, I think, between those two seniors. As Gartman might have thrown that one just a tad earlier. Andrew Jones didn't come out of his break quite in time, but I'm not sure which. But they'll have that cleaned up before next week once they go over that film. But Pioneers get a chance. It looks like Cole Bentz is coming back out, surprisingly.
So the starting quarterback for Batesville re-enters the game after sitting out the last 3 or 4 minutes of the 3rd period. And he will send 2 receivers to the right as they start from the 29 on their end of the field. Bentz back to throw on the bootleg, rolling near side, fires it downfield, finds his target, and the catch is made for a first down up near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like that throwing hand can't be too banged up as he delivered a strike there to number 46, Jacob Paulette, who's made a couple of great plays like I've mentioned so far tonight. So that's another first down with the rollout pass.
Ball will be on the right hash at the Pioneer 39-yard line, just underway here in the 4th quarter. Valley View leading 21-7. This game was tied at the halftime, and it's also seen Valley View trail for the first time all year after falling behind 7-0. H-back will drift in motion to the right. Bentz will throw it right. It is caught, but it's going to be a negative pass play. We'll see where they spot the ball, but probably a -1 or 2 would be my best guess.
Yeah, and R.J. Estrich was all over that quick pass here to the near side, and I've really been impressed with R.J.'s play here in the regular season. Leads his team in interceptions, and this kid from South Carolina is only a sophomore.
Batesville will get a very beneficial spot there. They're going to call that no gain. It'll stay at the 39. And it brings up 2nd and 10 for the Pioneers. They'll send 1 receiver to the left and right as they go true I formation with Bentz under center. He shows it to the tailback. He wants to throw. He's throwing the deep ball downfield. It's up for grabs and incomplete with R.J. Estrich there defending for the View.
Yeah, and good coverage there. On the outside receiver there by the sophomore defensive back R.J. Estrich, and that ball looked like it came out a little wobbly from Bentz. Could be due to his injured throwing hand, but nonetheless, another 3rd and long for the Pioneers, and they have had some success in that part tonight.
Early in the 4th, Blazers will be back at home next week for a first-round playoff game against Arkansas High out of Texarkana. Batesville will send 3 receivers to the left. The tight end will also motion left side. Bentz rolls out to the near side, has some time, throws high and incomplete to the sideline. That'll bring up a 4th and long for the Pioneers. I think you're right. I think you made a pretty good point there, Tyson. He seems to be having some control issues with that sore right-hander wrist, because that's 2 passes that have not looked anything like the balls he was throwing earlier in the game.
Right, you're certainly correct, Hank. We talked about, you said earlier, they have nothing to lose, so I guess they're going to go for it again in 4th and long.
Going for it on 4th and long from their own 39. 1 receiver to the right. Got an H-back to the left. Bentz will drop back in the gun, and he may quick kick this. And he does. It'll go out of bounds right about the 26-yard line where Valley View will get it back.
Yeah, not a bad quick kick there from Bentz.
So the Blazers will get the ball back with 10:25 to play in the game, leading 21-7. And they will start from their own 27-yard line. Gartman and company making their way back out onto the field. Tripdale and Laird Cullen will line up as receivers to the left. Andrew Jones and another receiver off to the right. Got Jones in the slot this time, I believe.
Haven't seen that too many times this year.
This is a handoff to Carter Wallace, running right, runs out of a tackle. He's at midfield. It's now a foot race to the end zone. Carter Wallace will take it to the house for a Valley View score with 10:13 to play.
Yeah, and Wallace took that opening and ran with it, and you could argue that Wallace is one of, if not the fastest guys on the team. I mean, we've seen some great speed chase downs from his safety position this year, and then takes the hole, and he's off to the races, and no one's catching that sophomore Carter Wallace to the house for the touchdown.
That score coming with 10:12 to play. And here's Brody Dix for the PAT kick. Out of the hold of Levi Manning. It is up and true. So with 10-12 remaining in the game, Valley View now leads at 28-7. We're back in 30 seconds on the EAB Sports Network.
Evolve Bank & Trust offers a variety of residential and consumer loans, specializing in unique products and services while providing individualized customer service designed to fit your needs. Whether you're buying your first home, a new car, or building your dream home, Evolve Bank & Trust has the personal loan products you need to realize your dreams today. Call Evolve Bank & Trust at 870-933-2480. Stop in to see them at 111 East Huntington Suite A or visit them online at getevolve.com. Evolve Bank & Trust, making banking personal again. Evolve Bank & Trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Pioneer Stadium. Valley View has scored its fourth score of the evening. The Blazers now lead Batesville 28-7 as Carter Wallace strikes with a 73-yard run from scrimmage on a one-play 73-yard drive. Brody Dix kicked the extra point, and we now await his ensuing kickoff to Batesville. He puts foot in the ball at the 40. This will be gathered in at the 7-yard line by the Batesville return man, and that'll be brought out to about the 23 before Josh Keener is pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, and I want to give a big shout-out to offensive line coach Adam Carter. He's really had his guys ready to come in and play tonight without their big anchor Daniel Cole, and shout out to him for having his guys ready. They've done a great job with the run blocking and pass protection here tonight.
Well, they certainly tore open a gaping hole for Carter Wallace, and once he got into open field, nobody touched him. He just outran the entire Batesville defense to the end zone. So Batesville will start from the 23, trailing 28-7. They'll send two receivers off to the left as they go stack eye backfield. Bentz goes under center. Tight end drifting in motion near side. And they'll give that off to Mosier, the tailback. Mosier gets about two, it would appear, before he's brought down. Closer to three, it'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and a better job there by that Blazer defensive front, containing Moser on the quick handoffs we've seen out of that I formation. That's been very dangerous for Batesville in the first half, but the Blazers have been more on top of things here in the second.
2nd and 7 for Batesville from their own 26-yard line with 9:37 to play in the game. One receiver to each side for the Pioneers. Bentz goes under center. And he'll hand that off. Now it's a flea flicker as they flip it back to Bentz. Bentz being heavily pursued, and he'll throw that one to the sideline on basically a throwaway ball. Valley View read that very well and smelled what was coming.
Yeah, great discipline there by the Blazers, especially there in the linebackers and secondary. And that's the second time tonight they've tried a little trickery, but the Blazers have not been fooled.
Want to remind you we'll have the America's Navy postgame show coming up. We'll recap scoring, also try to get a visit with Coach Sean Cockrell. Might be bringing a player up with him as well. But all that to look forward to. We'll also name a JOSM player of the game, all coming your way in the America's Navy postgame show for Blazer football as soon as this one becomes official. Right now the Blazers up 28-7. Man in motion will drift to the left for Batesville. Bentz rolls left, throws it downfield. It's caught by the motion man, and he shakes one tackle but then succumbs to the numbers. But going to be very close to the first down marker. I think he may have it.
Yeah, I think you're right. Great second effort there by that receiver. And
that was Josh Keener on the catch.
I think Keener got just enough, and he did.
Great effort there by Keener. Just would not be denied the first down marker. So that'll spot the ball at the 34 and give the Pioneers a fresh set of downs. Two receivers out to the right for the Pioneers. No one to the left. It's an I formation backfield. Fullback will drift in motion near side. Bentz back to throw. Rolling near side. Throws the deep ball down the sideline, but the receiver couldn't track it down. Talon Forey was his intended target, but couldn't quite catch up to the long ball.
Yeah, and good coverage there by Estrich, but a better ball that time by Bentz, but just a little over the head of the intended receiver, but second and long now for the Pioneers.
Ball remains at the 34-yard line, just inside the left hash, with 8:38 to play here at Pioneer Stadium. Trips to the right, no one to the left. Bentz rolling near side on the rollout once again. Fires this one downfield. There's R.J. Estrich waiting on it, and he makes his fifth pick of the year. Estrich tiptoeing across the 50-yard line, still on his feet at the 40. And finally gets run out of bounds. And Valley View will get it back on the Batesville side of the field inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is that RJ's fifth or sixth interception?
I believe that's his fifth.
Yeah, and that kid just, it's almost like the ball just comes to his hands whenever it's in the air near him when he's on defense. And that kid, like I talked about earlier, has really impressed me. And just a solid defensive back at a young age, only a sophomore, and I think he has a bright future here at the View.
So the Blazers will get it back at the 37-yard line. And Drew Gartman will send two receivers to the right. Laird Cullen is off to the near side. Carter Wallace is the running back. Throw that out right side for Parker King, who slips the tackle, puts his head down, fights forward, and gets to about the 30, maybe the 29-yard line before he succumbs to the numbers.
Yeah, and a great job there by Parker King. Showcases his speed, trying to make a guy miss and getting a little bit to the outside there, but great play there on first down by Gartman and King.
Picked up 7. It'll bring up second and a little less than 3 yards needed with the ball at the 30. Valley View content to a little time burn here between snaps now, with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Cullen is the wide man to this side. That's Andrew Jones at the top of your screen if you're watching us on YouTube or the EAB Media app through the Blazer News Network. Gartman to throw. Looking for Jones on the fly ball, and that is knocked away and incomplete. Pretty well defended that time by the Batesville cornerback.
Oh, and there comes a flag after the play.
So maybe not so well defended after all. We'll wait and see what the flag's about.
I think they got him for saying something after the play, meaning the Batesville defensive back, but I'm not totally sure.
It was a late flag, so you may be right. We'll see what we've got here.
Yeah, and looked like Batesville wanted to say a little bit to Andrew Jones after he made a good coverage play on him there in the end zone, but can't do that if you're the Pioneers, and that comes back to hurt them.
First down from the 15 with Cullen to the left, Jones to the right. This is a handoff to Carter Wallace, who runs right and appears to be inside the 10-yard line before he stopped. Ball will be spotted at the 8. And it'll be 2nd and 3 from there for Valley View.
Yeah, and you know, earlier in the year when we had Feliz and Peyton Hicks, Wallace was just used as the nasty package back, but now with Feliz out and Hicks out due to injuries, he's now the every down back, and he's really done a great job in filling Anthony Feliz's shoes. 2
receivers to the right, 1 to the left. This is Wallace running right and lunges forward to about the 2, maybe the 1-yard line. It should be a 1st and goal for the View. See where they're going to spot it. They're not getting in any hurries about it.
No.
Is there a flag?
Yes, the PA guy did say flag on the play,
That's
but
what I thought I heard him say.
one.
I didn't either, but apparently the penalty is against Valley View, so that's going to take it all the way back to the 16-yard line, and it'll be first and goal from there. I'm not sure what the penalty was about, but
it would have to have been hands to the face or unsportsmanlike, because it had to have been 15 yards
yeah,
for now.
It was a big-time step-off. So it's first and goal from the 16 for Valley View with 6:39 to play. Laird Cullen split to the left, Andrew Jones to the right, and then we have another whistle fest.
I'm not sure what this one's about at all.
Well, whatever the discussion was, fortunately this one was kind of short, and I think we're ready to play on. So again, Valley View facing first and goal from the 16. Andrew Jones wide right, Laird Cullen to the left. Cartman takes the snap, gives it to Wallace. Wallace running left and caught at about the 14-yard line, so a pickup of about 2 yards.
Yeah, and Wallace was dragging a guy with him there for a little bit, but the Pioneers able to bring him down there after one of his shorter gains worth of runs here tonight.
So it'll be second and goal from the 14 with 6:09 left. Valley View leading 28-7.
Like you mentioned earlier, not in any kind of hurry up. 3 touchdowns here in this one in the fourth.
Jones to the right, Cullen to the left once again. Cartman in the gun. Throws that out left side for Cullen, who makes the catch, fights forward to about the 8-yard line, and then they'll blow the play dead at that point. It'll be third and goal. So it's 3rd and 2 from the 8. I thought it was a first and goal situation there for a moment because the yard markers had dropped off the sideline, but now they're back up. So now it's showing 3rd and 2. This is a handoff to Wallace. He appears to have the first down, although it's going to be close. He may be a little short. I think he's going to be based on the spot. So it's 4th and less than 1 from the 7.
I think you for sure go for this if you're Valley View.
Well, I think what Sean Cockrell's primary goal here is, as much as anything, is just expending as much of the clock as he possibly can, because not getting in any hurries. But obviously they'd like to get another insurance touchdown if possible. But this will be a 4th and goal, a 4th and less than a yard needed from the 7-yard line. They may take a timeout here, and I kind of think that's what we're about to see, and we do, is they'll pause the clock now with 4:32 to play for the Valley View timeout. The Blazers lead at 28-7. We'll step aside for a 30-second break and back in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
Hello, this is Bob Moore with Moore Air Conditioning. Tired of shelling out money for constant repairs to your HVAC system? It may be time to replace. We know that's a big investment, but with financing from Moore, it can cost less than a daily cup of coffee. Plus, no payments till 2025. Get ready for winter and call Moore Air Conditioning today, 870-336-2023, or visit us at moreac.com. Don't settle for less.
You deserve more. Don't settle for less.
We are back at Pioneer Stadium. There are 4 minutes and 32 seconds left in this one. Valley View leading Batesville 28-7. The Blazers now facing a 4th and less than a yard from the 7-yard line. One receiver to the right. Gartman is in the gun. And we have some movement up front. Looks like Batesville jumped into the neutral zone.
That'd be a gift for the Blazers.
And so now it will be a first and goal from inside the 5.
Yeah, and a crucial mistake there by that Pioneer defensive front, just giving the Blazers a gift of a free first down, not even having to run a play there on 4th and short.
Gartman able to make him jump on the hard snap count, and now it's first and goal from the 2 for the View. Stay in the same formation with one receiver to the right. Gartman remains in the gun. He'll take the snap, runs wide to the right, and he is into the checkered end zone for another Valley View score.
Daniel Cole, his injured teammate there in the back of the end zone, supporting his squad and celebrating with his teammate quarterback Drew Gartman, and that gives the Blazers a big insurance here late in the fourth.
Score comes with 4:26 to play in the fourth. On the 2-yard run by Drew Gartman, Brody Dix will attempt the extra point to make it 35-7. The kick is on the way, and Brody Dix remains perfect on the night. So, with 4:26 left, Valley View extends its lead to 35-7. We're back in a moment on the EAB Sports Network.
See Plaza Tire Service for the right tire at the right price right now. Plaza Tire Service is the area's biggest selection of in-stock tires at the lowest price. While others are searching for tires to order, we'll get you fixed up with a great set of tires and back on the road in no time with our 4 tires, 1 hour guarantee. Plus, we make the purchase easy on your budget with our Plaza Tire Service card or no credit needed financing options. For the right tire at the right price right now, the choice is easy. That's Plaza Tire Service.
Valley View well on its way to securing a perfect 10-0 regular season for the second time since 2019. They now lead Batesville 35-7 after a 7-play, 37-yard scoring drive that was set up by R.J. Estrich's 5th interception of the year. Here's Brody Dix's kickoff. He will drive it deep. It'll be taken at about the 9-yard line by Batesville. The return is on and finally tackled at the 45-yard line. And there, Josh Kenner.
There comes a flag, but that play was by Brody Dix, and he had some words for Batesville, and there comes another flag, and a lot of things sorted out here on this kickoff.
This one's getting a little chippy. Some words being exchanged out there after that play still, and so I assume these flags are probably going to be against Valley View, at least one of them. We'll see. Still awaiting a signal or indication.
It's on us, whatever it is.
Yep. It's a face mask penalty. So it's back-to-back 15-yard penalties. So Batesville will be deep inside Valley View territory to begin this drive after 30 yards stepped off in penalties. Valley View, or rather Batesville, will start at the Blazer 23-yard line.
Yeah, that was Brody Dix there on the face mask, and then the unsportsmanlike conduct. Just can't have that,
no,
especially on special teams.
So Batesville will start from the 23. 4:17 left in the game. They'll send one receiver wide to each side. Give that off to the fullback. He runs straight ahead and is all the way down to the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Pioneers.
And that fullback, Jacob Pollitt, has had a great game here tonight, making plays on both offense and defense. Just under 4 minutes left, and if the Pioneers score quick here, I expect the Blazers just to go run heavy and run this clock out.
Right now it's a first down for Batesville at the 10-yard line. They'll go with twin tight ends, and that'll be a running play over the right side with Mosier. He'll push it down to the 4-yard line before Ricky Moffitt tracks him down.
Yeah, Mosier, the sophomore, has had himself a night at the running back position in this Pioneer backfield.
Second and goal from the 4-yard line. Here come the Pioneers to the line of scrimmage. I formation backfield. Give that off to Mosier, and Mosier caught from behind. It'll be no gain after, I believe that was
number 35.
Luke Herringer, who tracked him down, the sophomore.
Another sophomore on the Blazer defensive line making a nice play there on second down, bringing up 3rd and goal for the Pioneers.
So it remains 3rd and goal from the 4 with 2:42 remaining, clock ticking. Valley View leading 35-7. 2 receivers to the left for Batesville as they spread the field this time. Bentz goes under center. Mosier is the tailback. He gets the carry and spins out of a tackle, still on his feet, but loses ground and gets dropped for a loss back to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, and a great play by that Blazer defense overall, but McNamee disrupted them first, and Daniel Richardson almost coming away with the ankle tackle, and then Rylan Ramsey comes in from the secondary to finish things off.
So that'll be a loss back to the 11 after the spot. About a 7-yard setback on that play for Batesville, and now it's 4th and goal from the 11. Just inside 2 minutes to play.
They're not in any kind of real hurry here on 4th and goal.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right for Batesville. Little razzle-dazzle. They'll throw that into the end zone, and it is
intercepted, I guess.
Well, I'm not sure if that's going to be incomplete. It's either incomplete or an interception.
Interception.
Valley View's ball. Who got under it?
And I believe that was Ricky Moffitt as he ran off the field. Excited, and that's his first interception of that.
How about that? I couldn't be happier for Ricky Moffitt because he's played a heck of a season, and glad to see him finally get his first interception here in the last game of the year. Second interception of the night.
Yeah, and I mentioned in my pregame interview with him last week, would you rather have a big tackle for loss or interception? He said interception. I'd really like to have one.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy for him that he got it. So Valley View will get it back at the 2-yard line after forcing the turnover. I believe we've got, is that Levi Manning in at quarterback?
That's Madden Tatum.
Madden Tatum will take the snap. He'll hand that off to Trent Dunham, who will punch it out to the 6-yard line. 4-yard gain.
Just about 2 to 3 more plays for this Blazer offense to try to get out of here with the undefeated season.
Nettleton has defeated Wynn 35-7, so the Raiders will secure the 3 seed out of the East and manage to avoid Parkview in the first round of the playoffs. Meanwhile, Valley View facing a 2nd and about 6 here with less than a minute to play now. Madden Tatum, the junior quarterback, in taking snaps. He'll take the snap and take a knee back to the 2-yard line.
Looks like we're just going to have to run one more play.
Most likely the last snap coming up here. Valley View's backfield is in the end zone. That'll be a handoff, and I think it's Dunham who will punch it out to about the 7-yard line.
That should do it.
So Valley View, after a slow start tonight, finishes strong in the second half. Valley View fell behind for the first time all season, with Batesville using up the entire first quarter clock to go up 7-0. It was a tie game at halftime, and the Blazers dominate the second half and win this one 35-7. We will step aside for a 3-minute timeout. When we will return, we will begin our America's Navy postgame show. We're hoping to get a postgame chat with Coach Sean Cockrell, possibly one of his players as well. We'll also name a JOSM player of the game. All that and more in 3 minutes on the EAB Sports Network.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
A-State football and the Social Jonesboro are the perfect winning combination for game day. The Social has an amazing, delicious, fantastic, and tasty menu that goes perfect for pre or post game. Plus, the official Red Wolves away game watch party takes place at the Social. What we're saying is, it does not get any better than the Social on Red Wolves game day. The name says it all. Get social at the Social and get ready to howl with fellow A-State Red Wolves fans on every game day. The Social at Greensboro Village in Jonesboro.
Hello, I'm estate planning and elder law attorney Chad Oldham. More and more often today, I hear clients tell me that the only thing golden about the golden years is that it takes all the gold to grow old. Don't be a victim of rising healthcare and nursing home costs. Be prepared. Have a plan. Contact us today to find out how we help our clients protect and preserve assets for family and future generations. The Oldham Law Firm, 603 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro, or visit us on the web at oldhamlawfirm.com.
Ship anything, anywhere at your #1 shipping source, Pack Mail in Jonesboro. Here's Pack Mail Tim to tell us more.
We are the experts at finding solutions for even the most demanding shipping situations, and our experienced staff can help you choose the best option. So if you need to go to the post office, then FedEx, or all the way out to UPS terminal, and then get that international shipment to DHL, you can do it all in one fast, convenient, and friendly place. Pack Mail.
361 Southwest Drive in Jonesboro. Ship anything, anywhere, today at Pack Mail.
Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue on Johnson at Hilltop and on Main Street across from Jonesboro High School. Now, I'm from Memphis and I know barbecue, but there are people from Memphis that travel to Jonesboro to sample, taste, and enjoy Demo's Barbecue. No kidding, they come from Memphis, so no need to go anywhere else. Right here, the best barbecue is at Demo's. Any of the ribs, any of the plates, you can enjoy it all at Demo's Smokehouse Barbecue. My mouth is watering.
Whether you're replacing an old appliance or remodeling your whole kitchen, the appliances you need are right around the corner with GE Appliances at Tucker's Appliance Superstore in Jonesboro. Shop timeless designs and time-saving features on the appliances that are built to last in the busiest homes. Visit Tucker's Appliance today and upgrade your home your way with GE Appliances and your local experts. Shop Tucker's Appliance today and save.
Tucker's Appliance.
Randy Myers along with Tyson Lieblong in the NEA Baptist broadcast position. We welcome you back to Pioneer Stadium in Batesville and also welcome you into our America's Navy postgame show. Be a part of a force that never quits. Visit Navy.com to find out more. Valley View wraps up a perfect regular season tonight. The Blazers defeat Batesville 35-7 to finish 10-0 overall on the year and 7-0 in 5A East Conference play. And turns out to be a pretty dominant win, Tyson, but the way this one started off, I didn't think it was going to go that way for a while.
Yeah, and it was real shaky there for a while, especially in that first half. I mean, the Batesville Pioneers came out and dominated that first quarter and really could have dominated the first half if it wasn't for a couple of drops and miscues in the special teams games. But, you know, the Blazers responded to adversity right out the gate in the second half. Andrew Jones took one to the house for the kick return touchdown, and then the great play and turnover on downs on offense for the Pioneers forced by the Blazers, and then the Blazers really playing a better offensive second half as well. So great win to cap off the undefeated season for Coach Cockrell's Blazers.
There were a couple of key moments in this game because the way this game started, Batesville got the ball to start the game, and they drove 88 yards in 23 plays and ate up the entire first quarter clock. They scored on the last play of the quarter. Then Valley View responded by scoring on their ensuing drive. But there was a play about midway through the second quarter where Valley View got a takeover on downs, and I think that kind of gave the defense, which got off to a shaky start, a little bit of confidence. And then the other big play was obviously that kickoff return to start the second half by Andrew Jones, where he went 80 yards to the house.
Yeah, and those were two huge plays. One there by the junior linebacker Rylan McNamee, really showing why he's being looked at by some colleges around the country, showing his ability to get in the backfield and create havoc. And then Andrew Jones, I know his dad would be proud of that play. He always preaches special teams and creating your own momentum on the road, and Andrew Jones did just that with his kick return touchdown.
It was tied 7 apiece at the half as we recap scoring from the second half, and that, of course, began with that 80-yard kickoff return by Andrew. That score coming at the 11:47 mark of the third period. Brody Dix hit the extra point kick, and that gave the Blazers their first lead of the night at 14-7. They would score again with 6:32 to play in the third quarter after a 13-yard run by Drew Gartman that finished off a 7-play, 50-yard scoring drive. That put the View up 21-7. Carter Wallace would get Valley View on the board with 10-12 to play in the fourth quarter on a 73-yard run from scrimmage. It was the first play of the drive, but it was a one-play, 73-yard drive. Brody Dix with the extra point kick. Valley View led 28-7, and then the Blazers would get their final score on what was set up by R.J. Estrich's 5th interception of the season. And Valley View would respond by putting together a 7-play, 37-yard drive that was capped off by Gartman's 2-yard scoring run on the sneak, setting the final margin at 35-7 as the Blazers get 2 interceptions tonight, one from R.J. Estrich and the other from Ricky Moffitt on Batesville's final play from scrimmage.
Yeah, and R.J. Estrich really has had a, I guess, eyes, you could say, for the ball when he's in coverage in the back in the secondary, and he's really had a great year. A sophomore moving in from South Carolina, had to learn a new defense, but a great year by the sophomore. And then Ricky Moffitt, like I mentioned in our interview last week, I said, would you rather have a big tackle for loss than an interception? He said, I've never had an interception in my career here at Valley View, and I'd really like to have one. And God's will, that ball fell right into his hands down there near the goal line at the end. And you just love that for a kid who works really hard and really creates a lot of havoc for the opposing offense, and got his first interception of his career.
And as a result, he is our JOSM player of the game tonight, because not only did he have that interception, but he had a solid game all night. I mean, he was involved in a lot of pass breakups, and I thought just played one of the better games by anybody on the Valley View defense tonight.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I mean, I think that defense played good as a whole, especially the defensive line there with Eli Thornton up front really has stepped into the leaving senior Jamarian Sarge Davis's shoes, and then Wendell out tonight. That kind of hurts you on the edge, but with Jay Taylor there, the outside linebacker spot kind of fills in for him. But I think a great overall effort, especially in the second half by the Blazer defense.
Senior safety Ricky Moffitt is our player of the game, brought to you by Jonesboro Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game for more than 40 years. We were hoping to get a post-game visit with Sean Cockrell. It does not appear as though that is going to happen, unfortunately. So having said that, that will wrap it up. We remind you that we will be back on the air next Friday. First-round playoff action as Arkansas High out of Texarkana pays their first ever trip to Valley View, and that'll be a first-round playoff game, 7 o'clock kickoff. We've got a busy schedule next week for Blazer Sports here on the EAB Sports Network. For radio coverage, the girls will play their season opener in basketball on Thursday night against Mountain Home. That'll be in the tournament down at Wynn. And so we'll get on the air. I believe that's a 5 or 5:30 start. I'll have to check my notes on that. But we will be on the air with a season opener for the Lady Blazer basketball team Thursday night against Mountain Home at Wynn. We'll have the football game with Texarkana, Arkansas High School on Friday night, first-round playoff action. And then the Valley View boys basketball team will open their season next Saturday afternoon by taking on Riverside. That'll happen at Nettleton, which will be the host site of the NEA Sports Tip-Off Classic. So we'll have 3 straight nights of Blazer hoops and football for you, starting with the girls basketball game Thursday, the football playoff game against Arkansas High out of Texarkana on Friday, and then the boys basketball opener against Riverside Saturday afternoon at 3. So that's the story tonight from Batesville, where Valley View goes 10-0 on the regular season by defeating the Pioneers 35-0, and we will head into the playoffs next week. For Tyson Lieblong, I'm Randy Myers. We thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Good evening from the EAB Sports Network.
Good night, everyone.